everybody? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. I'm not scared, and we are here, and we are back for some more Punching Gray Raven. But yeah, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well, because I'm certainly doing all right. But yeah, let's dive in and let's go. Without further lollygagging, let's go and dive into this game, some PGR. But yeah, I'm super excited to play some more PGR and continue and read our new story chapter that's up that we're going to be doing today, which features this lady here. Which, of course, features this lady here. Of course, we're going to be doing her story chapter today. Well, it's her side chapter, but yeah, floating record. But yeah, super excited to dive in and check it out. But yeah, I think with that said, I think without further ado, let us dive in. I think it is time for us to dive in. So yeah, let's go. Spark to Wildfire. All right, let's do it. Ooh. Ooh, the change up in a thing. Okay. Ooh, I like that. Love the little touch there and the art too. Background art. Okay. All right, let's see what this is all about. So yeah, let's dive in. Spark to Wildfire.
I told you.
Oh, voice? Don't shit, cutscene?
Lies will always be lies.
Oh shit, okay.
Those who are not heroes will never become one. That is
oh
why
shit, okay.
I took your spear.
Was not expecting that. Was not expecting this. Right off the bat.
I'm a worthless coward, forced with the title Immortal. From one generation to the next, crafted valor only serves as the bannerman to wage against all the world.
Oh shit, yo.
Paradox.
You, an overextended everyman. Will you be swept along with the tide? Or crawl one more wretched step?
Oh, it continues the Lloyd storyline. Okay.
Either way. Whenever you need me, just give me your hand. No matter how the world decays, I will not burn out in a place like this!
Yeah, okay.
I will be your blade. You struggled long enough before that good night. So let me pave the path forward.
Oh, dude. Okay. God damn. All right. Well, okay then. What a way to open it up with the trailer. Okay. All right. We're going gameplay too first. All right. All right. Rolling snow. Alrighty, let's start reading. I was the shadow of waxwing slain by the false azure in the window pane. Oh, okay. October 2160. Squad 3, report your position. Oh. Arrived at target location, floor 15, awaiting further instructions. There are no hostiles at your location. Remember, your mission is to search and rescue. There's another case of... God damn it. There's another case of competitiveness like last time. None of you will graduate, not a single one. Several young faces crouched down behind the door, exchange uneasy glances at these words, then collectively turn toward a female cadet at the rear of their formation. Oh? The military cap fails to completely cover her red hair, with few rebellious strands hanging beside her ears, much like the cadet herself. So long as she doesn't go berserk, our squadron won't have any problems. Damn. Quite the opposite. As long as I'm here, there'll always be someone to back you up. You all understand the reality you're in, but you're all too stubborn to admit it. It's actually quite amusing. Damn. Quiet, focus on the mission. We reach in 1 minute. This is not a drill. I want everyone at maximum alert. The squad leaders come... Oh shit, new Vera design? Damn, okay. Vera spread, okay. The squad leader's contemptuous scoff, along with the warning clacking through the comms, are completely discarded by the red-haired cadet. She remains as she always is, wearing an expression of complete indifference. Wipe that look off your face. Just stay at the rear of the formation and follow orders to the letter. Got it. Hey, Vera! Oh, copy that. The Squad 3 leader hesitates briefly after seeing Vera's response. Why are you so obedient today? Normally by now you'd already be... Meanwhile, a military whistle sounds from the lower floors of the building. Twee! Squad 3, move out. Breach the door. Damn. Upon receiving the order, the leader immediately signals with a hand. The explosive charges on the scorching metal door detonate, blasting into pieces with a thunderous boom. Alright, damn. Alright, okay. Breach! The damaged door is kicked open. The entire squad rushes in with weapons raised, quickly slipping through the entrance one after another. Ooh, the music is going crazy too. Alright. Is anyone here? It's safe now. Come out if you can hear us. The area is secure. Everyone surveys the fire-scorched surroundings with weapons raised, tactically following each other's footsteps while deliberately pushing Vera to the back of the formation. It's just search and rescue. Do they really need to rush in like that? Vera, you've been banned from frontline operations. If you mess up one more time, you won't be the only one receiving a dismissal warning. Everyone in your squad will suffer the consequences with you. Damn. All I can do right now is keep my eyes peeled and check the corners for survivors. I suggest we spread out. Everyone should give each other space to search each corner properly. What's the point of bunching together like this? That's too bad, Vera. We're making sure you don't try to go solo again this time. Where? Oh shit, get out of the way! Ugh. Before the captain can react, Vera launches a swift kick, sending him flying behind a nearby table. Hey, thank you so much for your resub, Celestial. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for 15 months. Hey. Thank you for the 15 months, Celestial. Damn. Jesus. It's alright, Celestial. It's alright. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Thank you, Celestial. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for 5 months. Thank you. Thank you so much for the 50-month sub. Thank you, break you. Yeah. Sounds are so fun for real, Celestial. For real. But yeah. We're actually currently just started the new chapter, Spark to Wildfire. Actually, we're reading some more PGR. We actually just started a new chapter here, featuring you-know-who. I think you could tell who this is, the red hair.
Also, since I am late, have some bits.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Celestial. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, Celestial. Appreciate it.
Fippy
Uh,
Fippy. Fippy. Fippy Choopy. Fippy. Fippy. Choopy. Fippy. Choopy. Fippy. Fippy. Fippy Choopy.
yeah, alright. Alright, here we go. Anyways, yeah, we're currently reading Sparked Wildfire, considering featuring you know who right here. But yeah, we're currently just started it, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, pretty much I believe we're all the way in the past. October 2160, so yeah. Pretty sure this is past, but yeah. God damn it. Welcome to the stream, Fuzzy. Welcome. God damn it. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Fuzzy. But yeah. Anyways, summarize so far. Basically, we're... Bruh. God damn it. Got me again. But yeah. Hey, Fuzzy. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, we're currently reading Sparked Wildfire featuring Vera, and we're basically in the past. I'm pretty sure we're in the middle of like a military operation regarding Vera, probably, and where Vera is like a cadet or something. But yeah. Anyways, and they're search and rescue, and they're on a search and rescue thing or whatever. But yeah. Anyways. A split second later, a massive hound roars as it leaps through the space where the captain had been standing, his jaw snapping shut with a bone-chilling crack. Had the captain not been knocked down in time, would have been his neck between those teeth. Damn. With lightning-fast reflexes, Vera takes down the massive hound and immediately unleashes a hail of bullets toward the area ahead. The captain's eyes widen in shock amid the frenzied barrage. He sees something floating toward them like a tidal wave. He can't find the right words to describe them, managing only to shout a single alert or code into his radio. Monsters! Fall back, everyone, fall back! Vera continues firing while yanking up the captain she had kicked to safety, leading her teammates into tactical retreat. Wasn't this supposed to be just a standard terrorist attack? A rescue mission? Don't tell me you concealed the mission's true nature and led the team straight into the front lines just to get back at me. That's bullshit. We're just a bunch of students who haven't even graduated and must back up for the rescue operation. How are we qualified for high security missions like this? Besides, even if I hated you with all my guts, I wouldn't put my own life at stake and die with you. Damn. Think about it. This place is a biotech company building, and these unplanned monsters appear, if you ask me. All I can say is that they're hiding too damn much. These money-grubbing people here have hearts as black as coal. We're screwed. I knew the missions with you never end well, Vera. Last time was bad enough, but this time we're totally done for. The captain speaks through gritted teeth into his radio, describing the crisis Squad 3 has encountered. Instructor, investigate this place. Please investigate. This company is conducting illegal experiments. We're looking at them right now. Dogs with 3 heads and fish with legs. They're extremely aggressive and charging straight at us. Damn, Jesus, that's morbid. The radio crackles with static. No response. What? Something's gone wrong. Fall back for now. Vera covers the retreat, sliding through the main entrance while firing every last bullet at the monsters inside. But from the corner of her eye, she catches a glimpse of something hidden in another secluded corner. Oh? Hmm? It's only a split second. It's only a split second of hesitation. A dog lunges at her, clamping down on Vera's shin and knocking her to the ground. Oh, damn. Oh, boy. Oh, Jesus. She crashes into the corner, hitting her head in the process. Her vision instantly goes dark as the world spins around her. What? She senses something changing within her body, but has no time to investigate further. What? Through her fading vision, she glimpses a fragment of an unfamiliar world. What? Okay. Gameplay time, I guess.
What? The defense line has been breached already.
Oh, cutscene.
Where am I? Wasn't I just inside the building?
Yeah.
Vera to Squad 3. I repeat, Vera to Squad 3. Do you copy?
Uh-huh.
Authorization expired. Restarting baseline test program.
Where is that voice
what?
coming from?
My dear Valkyrie, where's the fire? What? Connected?
Preliminary assessment indicates Hound is in good condition. Permission granted to begin baseline testing.
Uh-huh.
I was the shadow of the waxwing slain by the false azure in the window pane. I am ready to charge to the front lines at any moment, and may be killed by the corrupted at any time, but I'm not afraid of his fate.
Oh shit, okay.
The flames shall don't.
Oh, we're
You
playing new
managed
Vera
to-
frame, okay.
Follow my lead. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Okay. What?
On the punishing battlefield, sometimes you must kill comrades infected by punishing with your own hands. You approve of this practice. After experiencing various battlefields,
Oh
you
god.
believe you've developed psychological trauma or
Nope.
more severe symptoms of mind
Rip
deviation.
the bug. Oh, rip the bug. Oh, thank you for the rating, Tail. Thank you, thank you. Hi. Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Hey, sibling, welcome. Hey, Gravy Mega, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid. Hey, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Hey, welcome, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate the raid. Hey, sibling. Hey, Tail. Welcome, welcome. Hey. Hey, yeah. Well, thank you so much for the raid, siblings. Hey, welcome, welcome. Yeah, welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Hey, hype for real. Yeah, hype for real. But yeah, welcome. Thank you so much for the raid, Inktail. Thank you so much, sibling. Appreciate it. But yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, Raiders. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. For those of you who are new, I'm good, Inktail. How are you? How was your stream? What'd you play? What'd you play? How's your stream? How'd you play? But yeah, welcome to the stream, Raiders. For those of you who aren't aware of me and who I am, I'm not just curious. A Cowboy Science Frog features us singers at your service. And yeah, today we're currently playing some Punishing Gray Raven. We're currently reading some story and doing a bit of gameplay here and there, as the story demands. But yeah, it is more of a visual novel type of story. But yeah, definitely a very good story nonetheless. But yeah, thank you again so much for the raid. But yeah, how was your stream, Inktail? How was your stream? And what did you guys play today? But yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. God Eater 2. Damn. Wow. God Eater 2. Damn. Jesus. Good luck with that. Good luck with God Eater. Definitely is quite a hard game for sure. But yeah, never really played it myself, to be fair. So I've never really had an experience with that. But yeah, it's definitely very much an experience for. Definitely think it's a very much an experience for sure. But yeah, thank you again so much for the raid. But yeah, trauma. Okay.
The flames don't. Behold, my unsheathed blade.
Damn,
Follow
okay.
my lead. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, Tail, but yeah.
While fighting for Kurano, you felt that everything might be fake.
Oh. Oh, damn. Fair. Fair. True. He just yapping. It was mostly just yapping. Oh, okay, yeah, fair. Fair. I do that a bit. I do that a fair amount as well, though not probably to as much of an extent as many other people, though. Well, I do enjoy yapping a little bit, a lot as well. For the most part, yeah. But I can't, I'll be honest, I can't yap for like ever, though. But yeah. I'm definitely going to be here. Can't wait to see what future project you have in store for us as well, Inktail. But yeah. Thank you again so much for the raid. Can't wait to see that new future project for sure. It's all fake. Oh. Yeah, true, fair. Yeah, fair, Inktail, fair. Yeah, fair. Yeah, understandable. Yeah. I definitely got a few definitely got a new thing in the works as well. At least a new art piece for sure. A new thing as well that's going to be coming out whenever the Wuthering Waves and Cyberpunk collab comes out. But yeah, definitely something that's coming in the future as well. That's for sure. For those of you who are unaware and have not, you know, were not there during the Christmas stream, this is probably the first time you're hearing it, but yeah. Whenever Wuthering Waves X Cyberpunk 2077's, or I mean, Edgerunners collab comes out, that'll come. The project I will release that. But yeah. It's definitely something that I've been saving for a while and I've been sitting on for a while. Yeah, Cyberpunk 20 Edgerunners. I believe it is it's an anime, I believe. Yeah, it's like a popular Cyberpunk Edgerunners was like a popular anime, if I believe. It was based off of the game of Cyberpunk 2077. It was like that game by CD Projekt Red that came out like with like Keanu Reeves with a metallic arm, robotic arm, and like that was super buggy in like 2020. But yeah, I could definitely send you a link of the anime on Discord if you want, because it's actually really good. Because it's actually a really good anime, for real though. I could definitely send you like a link to it, for sure. It's definitely very good. Actually, you know what? I'll send it to you right now. Let me just pop open Discord real quick. Intel. Wait, just propping it up. Yeah, I just sent you the... Yeah, Inktail, I just sent you the My Anime List link there. That you can check of that anime there. You can definitely check it out. I definitely do recommend checking it out. It's a really good anime. I believe it's made by Studio Trigger as well. But yeah. Anyways, but yeah. Definitely a very good anime that's definitely worth watching. Highly recommend everyone watch that, for sure. Definitely part of the... Definitely not part of the inspiration, for sure. Behind this model, for sure. Definitely not a bit of an inspiration there. But yeah, anyways, let's keep on going with the story here. It's all fake.
Your existence might also be fake.
Oh shit. I'm real.
You harbor resentment toward the world and everything around you. You decide to shatter the window.
The window.
Yes, this is the feeling I crave.
Oh shit.
You
Okay.
managed to hurt me. Skulking in the shadows, delusional. Behold,
God
my
damn,
unseen
alright.
blade. Feel the searing flames of your fate.
Follow my lead. There's nothing to.
Test failed. Terminating authorization.
What?
See, so this frame is active again.
Bruh. Thanks,
Come,
Fuzzy.
Take a piece of flesh from this body of mine.
Rolling snow. Okay. Okay. Well, okay then. Huh. But yeah, the current game we're playing is...
What a warm welcome.
But yeah, for those of you unaware, the current game we're playing is called Punching Gray Raven. It is a action, an action RPG, pretty much. It's basically a gotcha game. That's an action RPG as well. Action elements.
Flames of your fate. Brace yourself for the relentless bite of pain.
That's which story is told in a visual novel style. But yeah, which I definitely enjoy. Which I definitely highly recommend you check out for sure. The valid authorization detected. Okay.
It's locked. Captain, do we have any breaching devices left?
No more. Maybe we could find access cards on the building staff.
Yeah, enjoy the
area
lurking
is full of
tail.
those monsters.
Appreciate you
You've
dropping
already
by.
lost some people. The communications are down. We might not even make it out of here ourselves.
Check for casualties first. It's not over yet.
Easy for you to say. Keep your eyes on that health signal detector and look for more survivors.
And you're unable to identify a healing target. Fatal wound.
Impressive. You've
Alright.
completely reversed the labels for fatal and non-fatal wounds. Did they teach you to make such elementary errors at the academy? Forget it. I'll handle the search mission. You stay here and catch your breath. Just try not to die of fright if you see an enemy.
Still with that damn attitude. You better not come back here empty-handed.
Alright. Alright. Death. Alright. Okay. Oh, hello there.
Here's an access card. Heading back to the gate now. Don't you dare! Skulking in the shadows, delusion. Behold, my unsheathed blade!
Nice, got him. Alright, let's open this gate. Valid authorization detected. Alright.
There's a voice. Vera.
Alright. Let's go, big gun boy. Let's go, big boy.
Those things are coming after us. Watch your back.
Oh, fun.
Don't you dare! Behold, my unsheathed blade! Ridiculous! Feel the searing...
Hey, no. Oh boy.
Don't you dare!
Run! Of course they're coming. Keep on coming. God
You
damn it.
managed to hurt-
Jesus. Oh boy.
Don't you dare! Behold, my unsheathed blade!
Alright, come on.
Ridiculous! Feel the searing flames of your fate. Brace yourself for the relentless fight of pain.
Hey, there we go. Let's go.
There's another survivor.
Oh boy. That synchronization progress 5%. Okay. November 2160. You're doing well. You walked through the fire and only got some scars on your arm. Pretty lucky, I'd say. Don't worry about the scarring. Our military hospital doesn't handle that sort of thing. But there are plenty of specialty clinics outside that can completely restore your skin. It's nothing to worry about. Damn. Wish we had places like that present. As for other things to pay attention to, there's not much besides being careful about what you would. Hey, Vera, are you even listening? The doctor removes the dressing from Vera's arm. Frowning, she tries to get the attention of the young woman who seems to be miles away. Alright. Huh? I'm listening. You didn't hear a word I said. Why don't you care about your own body? You get injured on every mission. You get hurt during training. What's wrong with you? Vera blinks softly, her gaze briefly passing over the doctor's look of exasperated concern. You forget it. You've always been like this. If you ever stopped to think about the consequences, you wouldn't have rushed into the burning building to drag someone out. By the way, the person you rescued has finally woken up. They were in a coma for nearly a month, but at least they survived. At the mention of this, Vera's attention returns instantly, like the subtle flutter of her eyelashes. Oh, that's good. Would you like to visit them? They've been moved to the general ward. Maybe. The doctor finally loses patience with Vera's absent-mindedness and smacks her hand on the desk. Okay. Vera, look at me when I'm talking to you. You had that same expression when you came for your dressing change last time. What's been on your mind lately? Is it about your graduation? Hasn't your probation period already ended? Are you still having trouble graduating? Graduation shouldn't be a problem as long as those recruiters stop tripping over themselves trying to collar me. I'm thinking about something else. Vera traces the raised scars on her forearm, her mind drifting back to that day in the burning building. Back then, she was knocked to the ground by an escaped test subject from the building, and it felt as if her body and consciousness has become disconnected. The moment passed in an instant, but that sensation still lingers in her body. It felt as if her bones and flesh had been replaced with cold metal. She's still herself, yet utterly indifferent from who she once was. Doctor, what's the current level of bionic prosthetic technology? Prosthetics, bionic technology? Why are you suddenly asking about that? Hey, you're not playing some kind of mechanical ascension, are you? I'm just curious. I want to know more about it. Oh, damn. Technology in the field is quite advanced now. Bionic prosthetics have a high adoption rate. It's become a relatively successful industry. There's a rather famous figure in the field, Professor Liston. Have you heard of him? He's the leading representative of those researchers passionate about mechanical human augmentation, though I've heard he's been focused on teaching students these past few years and rarely makes public appearances. Damn. If you're interested in learning more, I could also... So, is there technology now that can gradually replace the entire body with mechanical structures? The kind where not even trace of biological tissue remains? It does exist, yes. The military district occasionally gets access to some cutting-edge projects like that. I heard recently that someone has already achieved a complete body modification, replacing the entire body with metal structures. They can even discard the brain and nervous system, storing consciousness and memories through some special method. Yes, that's it. Something like that. Gwyneth falls silent, studying Vera with a suspicious gaze. Huh. Something's wrong. I suspect you're having dangerous thoughts. I've known you for many years, and I believe every bizarre thing you say has a source. I'm really just curious. Stop, Vera. For your own sake, I won't discuss these things with you anymore. I can't keep up with your line of thinking or predict what neural impulse you have next. The doctor gathers her things and stands up to leave. Alright. You just said you wanted to meet the person brought back from the first fire site. Let's go then. From now on, I'll only answer your questions about this matter. Damn, okay. Through the hospital room window, Vera gazes intently inside. The day's counterterrorism operation went awry, with multiple members of Vera's long logistics squad injured. Oh, damn. It even surrounded by artificial mutant creatures. The squad still managed to rescue an ordinary person from the burning building. Reportedly, the squad leader repeatedly confirmed this person showed no signs of mutation before sending them to the military hospital. He doesn't seem to be recovering. Damn. The man in the hospital room remains in deep sleep. One of his arms is ruined, and beneath his clothes, his body is covered in freshly healed burn scars. One could say he barely cheated death. You probably don't know this, but he was comatose in the ICU for a long time. And the first thing he did when he woke up was demand to know if that building had burned down. Vera raises an eyebrow at these words. And then? We told him the truth. Yes, it was completely burned down, and he suddenly became extremely agitated. We had to tranquilize him before he calmed down. Damn. This person is suspicious. What? Don't worry, I'll look into it and confirm the facts. Through the window, Vera continues to study the unconscious man, watching as he clings to life with his broken body. Before you breathe your last, why don't I squeeze whatever value I can get out of you? Damn. Okay. Military Academy. Red-haired Vera returns from the hospital, walking through the corridors of the Military Academy. She passes by many fellow students without greeting any of them. Everyone's bursting out preparing for the final graduation assessment. Once they pass, they'll be able to join various combat teams and enjoy a stable and comfortable life in this era of peace. Aww. Yet despite the hustle, everyone spares a glance, secretly eyeing the girl who always keeps to herself. Went out again to change your bandages at the military hospital? Still injured after a whole month. It must be nice enjoying all that free healthcare. The Team 3 squad leader blocks Vera's path, congratulating her snidely. Thanks to her heroic sacrifice during the last mission, we managed to rescue the hostage with you as the only casualty. If you don't deserve any commendation, then who does, right? You poor thing, is that burn on your arm healed yet? Oh no, is it scarred? Get lost, child. Vera understands perfectly. This sarcastic concern and congratulation has a meaning. It's a subtle warning about her unauthorized commendation. About what we discussed last time, haven't you thought about it? After graduation, continue with us in logistics. Almost everyone in Team 3 wants this. This is the second time we've extended this invitation. Don't be difficult. Once this opportunity passes, it won't come again. You might find yourself reassigned to some freezing outpost along the Arctic Union route. Damn. Is this an invitation or a threat? Vera stands her ground and lets out a contemptuous laugh. As long as Vera's around, all our problems will be easily solved. Isn't that what you all think? You people haven't even graduated yet, and you've already found the perfect workhorse to scale your careers and fast-track your promotions. How convenient for you all. Damn, she saw right through him, huh? Vera rolls up her sleeve, revealing the scar left by the tongues of the flame that licked her arm. I'd rather be on the front lines collecting more scars like this one than be associated with any one of you. Haha, pampered swine of the golden age. That's exactly what you people are. Twah. Spits. You make me sick, Vera. You'll beg for this opportunity if you know what's good for you. With a cold expression, Vera sidesteps the fuming squad leader and continues walking forward. Damn. Jesus. She knows she can provoke them with just one sentence, but she's also aware that such verbal sparring brings no benefit, so she doesn't bother to continue the confrontation. What she needs to do now is far more important than any petty conflicts. Alright. Arriving at the office at the end of the hallway, Vera knocks slightly before pushing the door open. Regarding the hostage rescued from the fire, I believe it's also necessary to... Oh, young Hilda! Oh, shit! Oh, damn! Oh! I just realized this is young Hilda! Oh, damn! Oh, this is young old lady that's always with Nicola and, like, Hassan and all, and Collins and all that stuff. Oh, damn, okay. A well-dressed woman sits at the superior's desk. Yeah, that lady, Celestial, yeah. Her, this is younger her. Oh, damn. Well, just says, discuss the procedures for the terrorist attack. Yeah, I believe it's, my apologies, I'll return later. No, your timing is perfect. Please stay and listen, Vera. Vera, you're the student who rescued that hostage. The woman extends her right hand, gently shakes her hands with Vera, and presents her work identification. I'm Hilda from the Control Court. Please come here and listen to what I have to say. Yeah, her! Yeah, her! It's her! Yeah, no wonder they saw, like, where was it? Yeah, the super... Yeah, basically, I believe Ishmael's boss, pretty sure. But yeah. Hilda gestures with her hand, and Vera nods, walking over to stand stiffly at her side. As I was just saying, regarding the hostage you rescued, we need to confirm his identity. You were the first person with close contact at the scene, and I'd like to hear your thoughts. Understood, I'll cooperate. According to that medical report, his face is completely destroyed, and his DNA information doesn't match anything in the resident database. We're currently unable to determine this person's identity, but we do have a theory. Hilda sends a file to Vera, who immediately reads it. Take a closer look at the details. That building is the headquarters of a biotechnology company under the Copperfield Group. That company's business performance is average. Copperfield barely bothers to manage it, and I hear they're preparing for an acquisition process. Overall, though, there aren't any significant issues. The main business has been the extremely common genetic selection program that's currently on the market, highly popular among the upper crust. Through genetic selection, they manufacture the most superior offspring, free from various hereditary diseases and unstable development factors. Sounds like a good thing, doesn't it? As Vera offers a blunt assessment, the officer at the desk shoots her a warning glance. However, Hilda gives a slight nod. Damn. Yes. Now I need to tell you this. The hostage's skin was severely burned, with only faint markings remaining. But after thorough examination, we believe it's a code sequence. You suspect he's one of their test subjects? It's entirely possible, given all those modified monsters that appeared there. I imagine human experimentation wouldn't be much of a stretch for them. But the timing makes no sense. Tell me what you're thinking. Vera doesn't respond immediately. Instead, she glances toward the desk. Commander? The officer at the desk continues to frown. Damn. Vera, you're free to express your thoughts, even if you think they're just loose threads of speculation. Understood. As it happens, the Kowloon Fushi Research Institute was recently embroiled in a scandal, prompting an investigation restructuring by the Science Council's Ethics Committee. Many people were held accountable. With such precedents, if a biotech company like this were truly engaged in illegal activities, logically, they would scatter out of the labs in different locations and maintain strict secrecy. Damn. Yet their headquarters, located near the city center, brazenly housed those experimental subjects, conducted human experiments that crossed every single line, and even exposed ordinary citizens to these activities. Even if the company were struggling financially, smooth acquisition would have been a bad outcome, but this behavior is corporate suicide, like grabbing a megaphone to broadcast their wrongs to the world. Therefore, I suspect someone must have deliberately exposed them, sending out experimental subjects and even a hostage as evidence. Vera finishes explaining her theory, and Hilda nods repeatedly in agreement. Hey, alright. So is this the work of judgment? The media should have picked up on this by now. No, hasn't there been any news after an entire month? People on the outside still seem to think it was just an ordinary terrorist attack. Did you suppress the information? Vera slightly furrows her brow. She suddenly feels something isn't quite right, as if she's overlooked a subtle but critical detail. Hoda looks directly into Vera's eyes, then passes her own device to Vera. The screen displays a video. Yes, we did suppress information. Here's the reason why. The video begins to play. Oh shit, okay, My name is Liston. I'll spare you the length of the introduction. Oh shit. Let me explain the situation in simple terms. I've been conducting a human cybernetic modification project for several years now. The most advanced results are right before your eyes. All research is conducted by myself, my laboratory. My students have remained within ethical boundaries. I've undergone regular reviews and have never engaged in any unethical practices that violate human dignity. Next is my formal accusation. I'm reporting my former student, Haynes. Haynes was already using legal methods to obtain cadavers back when he was studying under me, to facilitate his human modification experiments. At that time, he received an offer from a biotechnology company, poorly controlled by the Copperfield Group. I took the initiative to inform the company about his background, but they hired Haynes anyway. After many years, I've come to believe that this company is likely illegally conducting human genetic data samples, conducting embryonic cultivation. I don't have conclusive evidence, but I forward all of the information and relevant documents I'm aware of to you. I kindly request that you investigate this matter. That's it. Liston raises his hand in the video, and the screen goes black. Damn. Oh, damn. Professor Liston is quite the character. He's always been straightforward. 2 months ago, he sent us this information whistleblower. We took his allegations very seriously and conducted a public investigation into that company. It was then we discovered the company was performing poorly and was about to be acquired. However, our investigation didn't uncover any of these alleged ethical violations. This Haynes that Liston reported was conducting what appeared to be normal biological research projects. Nevertheless, as a precaution, we temporarily suspended the project. Everything seemed fine, at least back then. There weren't any monsters in that building yet. Damn. Something's not right. Vera raises her head, a new idea forming in her mind. I'd like to add to my earlier hypothesis, though. Still just a half-baked theory. I hope I'm not wasting your time. We're just having a casual chat. There's no need to treat this as a formal investigation. You can just relax and speak freely. Thanks. Is Haynes missing now? Yes, his disappearance coincides with the timing of the building incident. Additionally, there were severe casualties among the personnel involved, and all relevant documents have been lost. Is it possible that someone deliberately exposed those things to the outside world and intentionally left behind that hostage for me to rescue? Or rather, here's what I think. Vera steps forward. Someone at Copperfield Group's subsidiary gained a rare scientific sanctuary, only to be reported by their own mentor years later. The project was quickly suspended for investigation. Yeah, sounds like a setup for real, Celestial. Definitely sounds like a setup. When everything you've worked so hard for falls apart, if it were me, I'd be inclined toward revenge. My masterpiece should have made a spectacular debut. As to where I should position myself, naturally, as close to the stage as possible, somewhere I can appreciate my masterpiece up close. Vera traces the red scars on her forearm, her mind drifting back to that day in the burning building. Damn, alright. A bomb detonates softly in Vera's eyes, erupting into blazing red flames, just like the building on that day. Boom. Apart from a hostage who's still under supervision at the military hospital, could anyone else have accomplished all this so effortlessly within 2 months? Perhaps we should call him Haynes. But his DNA information doesn't belong to Haynes. Genes are a person's biological code, so how could he rewrite his own genes? On current level of human modification technology, can replace limbs with more powerful mechanical prosthetics and make biological enhancements to the original flesh. What if Haynes actually went a step further and achieved genetic modification? If it can't be achieved on the original body, what about before the next self is born? Ethically reprehensible cloning has always been a major focus of such illegal research, and I doubt someone who casually steals corpses would care about the ethical boundaries. After all, in this era, there are far too many ways to shed one's skin and disappear. Hilda smiles and looks at the officer at the desk. You're right, she wasn't just a crazy girl. She's very sharp. I've said it before, she's perfect for this new mission. Damn. Vera, we need to search for more evidence going forward, and your mission is to continue guarding a rescued hostage. Until we confirm he's the root of the problem, and then arrest him. So until your formal graduation assessment, you won't need to participate in any of their missions. Just focus on doing this one properly. What about the regular training sessions? You don't need to attend those either. I see some people have already found their place, but you don't belong among them. Okay. Damn. Alright, Red-haired Vera leaves the office. Clearly aware that she's just earned some recognition and was fortunate enough to gain a buffer period before graduation. Two people remaining in the office continue chatting about other matters. So how does it feel holding up here as an instructor? I see you're even pretending to be serious. Well, sometimes you have to put on a show for young people. They're at an age where they're only judged by appearances. But I don't plan to continue staying in this place anyway. Otherwise, it really becomes the second floor to spend their entire life as a soldier. Enough about that. Why are you here to see me about this time? Is it about the 0-point reactor ignition again? I'm not interested in any ceremonies. You want to treat me to drinks, just leave a few bottles in this office and I'll appreciate the gesture. Damn. It is related to 0-point energy ignition, but I'm just here to deliver a message from someone. Don't mention their names. Fine, I won't. The Security Intelligence Bureau will arrange defensive forces near the reactor and ensure the ignition procedure is intercepted. And Chief, the new Security Bureau Chief will personally oversee the operation. New Security Bureau Chief hopes you can assist with the operation. You're not far from there, right? Just for convenience's sake? Just for convenience's sake. Hilda stares directly at her superior, waiting for his answer. Oh, damn. Fine, I'll consider it. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. But, yeah. Before we continue on, I want to show you this. This is really cool. This is basically a bit of a teaser, but yeah.
I told you. Lies will always be lies. Those who are not heroes will never become one. That is why I took your spear.
I am a worthless coward, forced with the title Immortal. From one generation to the next, crafted valor only serves as the bannerman to wage against old world. An absurd paradox.
You, an overextended everyman. Will you be swept along with the tide? Or crawl one more wretched step? Either way, whenever you need me, just give me your hand. No matter how the world decays, I will not burn out in a place like this! This time, I will be your blade. You've struggled long enough before that good night. So let me pave the path forward!
Well, yep, that. Yeah, but it was easier there. Damn. Was not expecting that at the beginning, but yeah. Damn. But yeah, pretty cool trailer for sure. But yeah. Just gonna grab a quick drink there, hydrate. Alright. Alrighty. Alright, let's keep on going. All in vain. 8%, okay. December 20th, 2160. That night, snowflakes begin to drift down from the sky. Vera walks through the falling snow and enters the military hospital. She moves her head, gently brushing away the snowflakes that had settled on its brim. How's he doing? How is he doing tonight? He just finished dinner. His appetite remains unchanged. Like always, he spends his days eating, sleeping, and staring out at the window after waking up. He hasn't spoken a word. Oh, still refusing to speak. His condition is completely stabilized. Technically speaking, we could consider discharging him. Are you going to continue keeping watch over him here? I haven't found a better place for him yet. Besides, it would be best to have a proper conversation with him before any transfer. Vera clutches her hat to her chest as he walks straight into the depths of the hospital. Finally stopping in the window of the private room where she's been monitoring Haynes. The middle-aged man in the room recovered quite well, with only horrific scars covering his body, coating melted flesh, bearing witness to what happened to him. He sits on the bed, gazing into the far distance beyond the window, though there's nothing particularly worth mentioning out there. Those scars make me uncomfortable every time I see them. Could someone really do something this brutal to themselves for revenge or to make a statement, or to willingly throw themselves into the fire and end up like this? Damn. Vera silently traces some similar burn scars on her own forearm, then turns her gaze toward the doctor. The thick layer of snow on her shoulders hasn't fully melted yet, and her eyes harbor an icy glint as cold as the snow outside. If someday I need to achieve something important enough, and this was the price I had to pay, I could probably do it too. No, Vera, you can't. Don't worry, Gwyneth. I won't end up like him. For him to end up like this, he must have made many selfish and self-righteous choices along the way, but I'm not that stupid. I definitely won't sacrifice myself also endangering the safety of others. Besides, I absolutely refuse to sympathize with a criminal suspect. Damn. As if he heard something, the man in the hospital room turns his head toward the door, locking eyes directly with Vera. It looks like he wants to say something. A flicker of excitement flashes through Vera's eyes, caught by the doctor. From what I understand, your mission is to simply stay here and monitor him, isn't it? I think it would be better if you didn't interact with him too much. Looking at Vera, the doctor once again viscerally experiences her unfiltered sharpness. As rare as a burning snowflake, it is likely to meet a calamitous end and melt away, breaking apart. The doctor suddenly feels anxious, worried that Vera might develop some sort of bond with the suspect. She reaches out, trying to stop her, but Vera immediately pulls the door handle open. Vera walks in right before the doctor's eyes, casually hanging her coat on a nearby rack. Vera, don't. Don't worry, I just want to learn more about the situation. Click. Vera gently closes the door, not only keeping the doctor outside, but habitually locking it, trapping herself inside with the suspect. Okay. You're back again. Damn. He looks, damn. He definitely looks a bit, kooky. Yeah, okay, definitely doesn't look crazy, for sure. Yikes, for sure, Celestial. Yeah, yikes for real, Celestial. The man's voice is hoarse, his vocal cords scorched by the fire. We see each other every other day, but this is the first time you initiated conversation with me. Has something special happened? Nothing important. I just want an apple. The fruit platter has been sitting there for 2 days, but I can't peel them, so I can't eat them. The man points to the fruit platter on the shelf. You're quite demanding. You wanting your fruit peeled and all. Yeah, for real, Celestial. For real. Lol, for real. Vera sits by the hospital bed, drawing the military knife she always carries. She slowly peels an apple while humming a tune, just like an ordinary family member looking after a patient. What song is that? I made it up. Don't worry about it. I've been wanting to talk with you. You're the one who saved me from a fire, but I never found the right moment to thank you. You know how it is with burns. They hurt like hell. For 2 months now, I've just been enduring it here day after day. The man gestures toward Vera's injured arm. She had rolled up her sleeve to peel the apple, revealing scars that had never been properly treated. I believe you are someone who understands. Vera glances up at the man without responding. Her hands move Deftly, quickly removing the skin and cutting the apple into equal pieces, which she arranges on the fruit platter. Help yourself. I knew it. I can tell you're different from those who casually slaughter like they're butchering animals, even though you work in the same slaughterhouse. Huh, just because I cut some fruit for you? Has no one ever done something like this for you before? No, those upright walking creatures out there are either stupid livestock waiting for slaughter or butchers sharpening their knives. No one's willing to do small favors like that. I didn't expect the golden age would be so wretched to you. What about you? The fact that you understand me despite being surrounded by calm seas. You must have similar experiences, right? Vera takes a piece of apple from the platter and pops it into her mouth. She chews slowly, considering how to respond to his probing. She could easily refuse to delve deeper into her own story, but she wants to extract more information. She needs to keep the ball rolling. As for me, it might disappoint you, but I'm quite young and my life experiences are rather ordinary, not much different from the common golden age life you're familiar with. Damn. Born to ordinary parents, had an ordinary birth, received an ordinary education. When I got a bit older, I chose to enroll where I am now, as you can see. Was your family good to you? Very good. They raised me, cared for my health, and provided plenty of guidance with my studies. Isn't that just a parent's duty? Yeah. That's just what duty means in broad terms. As for other details, when I was little, they would wake up early to prepare my breakfast, take me to school, and tell me bedtime stories at night. Did anyone help you comb your hair? Vera's response falters for a moment, just half a second. Yes, they even braided it. Did they stay in touch with your teachers? Yes, they check in about my progress every month. The man breaks into a wide grin. You're making this up, aren't you? Did your family die when you were young? Then you struggled your way to the military academy because it was your best shot at putting food on the table, wasn't it? Damn. Vera smiles as well. Are you trying to take control of this conversation? Pretty confident for someone trapped in a hospital room with me. Just look at your lies. They're painfully obvious. Just as a poor person can imagine the limits of a rich life, your story is riddled with holes. You've never been loved. See, I was just about to say that. People cut from the same cloth can always spot each other in a crowd. Damn. I have a friend with a story pretty similar to yours. I can tell you about it, if you'd like to hear. Uh-huh. Without waiting for Vera's response, the man begins his tale, gesturing animatedly as he speaks. The story is indeed far more authentic than Vera's, rich with details that feel as a non-stop monologue for half an hour. Nothing more than a familiar tale of childhood bullying, teenage disappointment, and resigned young adulthood. Life filled with perceived injustice and bitter resentment. Damn. I just kept enduring all that unfair treatment, suffering the same injustices even as I got older. I have a friend. Vera tosses another piece of apple into her mouth. No one would brown if she didn't eat it soon. I was ready to let go of all that prejudice and injustice I'd suffered because I got into the best laboratory at the time, working under Liston, that golden boy. But he was as cold and heartless as his research. He modified himself like that, yet still paraded around pretending to be respectable, always chasing publicity stunts for profit. I despised him, yet I had no choice but to work under him. Damn. I thought I could tune out this background noise, but then he came directly to me, dismissed my achievements, questioned my methods, and completely disposed of all my experimental samples. Damn. Huh. Vera stopped chewing. Were those illegally obtained corpses? Where did you find them? I scraped together what little money I had and struggled to find channels to purchase the samples. In the end, he slapped me with serious accusations, confiscated all my samples, and lectured me about how respecting life is a principle that must never be forgotten. To evolve, aren't principles the very limitations that should be broken through? The man excitedly extends both hands toward Vera, as if seeking her approval, but she sidesteps to avoid his touch. I once felt fortunate to have found my true love in my work. I viewed those results, those samples, as my armor, never expecting that someone like Liston would take everything away from me time and time again. Damn. They shouldn't have done that. They'll inevitably pay the price. So I gave them what they deserved. Only Liston. Liston is all that remains. The man's story matches almost perfectly with the information Hilda provided. Vera silently plays the role of a listener. In the 2 months she's been watching him, this is the first time the man has spoken so freely, unexpectedly eager to confess his motives and crimes the moment he opened his mouth. Damn. Why? Why? Why would you confess everything about yourself to me, Haynes? Oh, I understand the confusion. You're here to monitor me. If I confess my actions, what likely awaits me is arrest or even death. But compared to whatever might happen to me in the future, I care more about being understood right now, understood by you. Uh-huh. Damn. I crave this sense of approval. All this just for my approval? I never expected my acknowledgement would be worth such valuable self-incrimination. Vera's fingertips tap lightly against her thigh, as she suddenly notices slight unease in her chest. This sensation always appears whenever her intuition tells her something is wrong. Oh, fun! She discreetly wipes and retrieves the military knife she had placed on the fruit tray. Instead of scanning the hospital room, ordinary furniture and medical equipment function normally. A locked door and a window cracked slightly open for ventilation. What's wrong here? The window. For the past 2 months, you've been constantly staring outside, barely speaking a word. What are you looking at? As she speaks, Vera rises and walks to the window, closing the gap where the cold air is flowing in. A couple of snowflakes drift onto the back of her hand, their iciness heightening her vigilance. She gazes into the darkness outside, finding nothing particularly noteworthy except for the shining indicator lights lining both sides of the road at night. Okay, No, it's not any specific direction I'm looking at. I'm watching out for a certain future. A certain future? The so-called technological turning point of human civilization's fate, 0 Point Energy, or the Eden Project. You must have heard of it. The name of that grand scheme even children can recite. What do you think will happen to this world after 0 Point Energy is ignited? What kind of future will human civilization move toward? Damn. Will it be a new leap forward or a leap straight into destruction? You can't see it with eyes like yours, a gaze that can't even perceive herself. Let me tell you what I see. The man struggles to get out of the hospital bed. His physical condition is nowhere near ready for walking, yet he insists on performing this ungainly act. Damn. He moves toward the window, drawing closer to Vera. Your eyes are filled with ambition, exactly like mine once were. That's why I understand you. But you don't understand yet that humanity will ultimately perish on the road to fulfilling its ambitions. This is the future I've seen. Just as every industrial revolution brought unbearable cost, 0 Point Energy will inevitably exact a new cost on humanity. If they didn't evolve alongside the new resolution, then ordinary humans, those swine, will simply stand helplessly, waiting for disaster to descend upon them, like sheep to slaughter. Damn. Vera's fingertips touch the window as her vision blurs momentarily. She seems to catch a fleeting flash of red light outside. Damn, okay, okay. Okay then. So hold on to that ambition of yours. With just a touch of evolution, you can easily wade across that river. Like replacing this fragile flesh, removing the inferior genes within it, and substituting them with... Replace them with your own experimental specimens, those monstrosities that are neither human nor beast, or shall I follow your example and throw myself into the flames? A sense of urgency spikes in Vera's chest, perhaps triggered by the strange red light she glimpsed outside the window moments ago. Tell me, why doesn't your DNA match Haynes' dossier? What did you do? This is merely a small step in evolutionary filtering. You could do it too if you wanted. Our conversation ends here. Damn. Okay, so yeah, that guy's definitely crazy. The roundabout conversation finally ends as Vera walks toward the door. All signs convince her to report this immediately. Even without tangible evidence. She confirmed that disaster at the building originated with this man. Her instincts tell her that this guy needs a higher grade of containment. She reaches for the hospital room door, preparing to leave. Are you sure you want to open that door? What? The communicator at her waist suddenly buzzes with a highest priority assembly message from the Academy, triggering alongside the hospital's alarms. Woo! Look at the brief message on her communicator. Vera can make out any details. The situation not known, yet extremely urgent. Even students like them who haven't yet graduated must prepare to deploy to the front lines. Oh, damn. Wait, something's wrong. Hey, sit back down immediately. I'll enforce restrictive measures against you. Strange hissing screams echo from the hallways as Vera quickly ducks to the side of the door, watching the man shuffle obediently back to his hospital bed. Is this your doing? Of course not. Look at the state of it. How could it possibly cause such widespread chaos? Uh-huh. Perhaps this has validated what I said earlier. Humanity will ultimately perish on the road to fulfilling its ambitions. Oh, God. A nugget of realization explodes in Vera's mind, like the instant of zero-point energy ignition in some distant unknown place. A scream of agony echoes through the hallway outside. Oh, boy. Oh, Gwyneth? Oh, great fun. Vera stops hesitating, drawing her blade and reaching for the door handle. If battle approaches, she must go there, to the front line. But heavy thud sounds from beyond the door. Someone has collapsed at the entrance, desperately pressing against it to prevent Vera from leaving. Don't come out, Vera! Don't come out! What the hell's happening out there? This place... Bruh, god damn it, Fuzzy, god damn it. God damn it, Fuzzy. Yeah, oh my god, for real. God damn it, Fuzzy. Bruh. Yeah. For real. Celestial, for real. What the hell's happening out there? What the hell's happening out there? This place was supposed to be near a high-security military base. What kind of attack is this? I need information. Maybe it's the machines. The machines have all gone mad. I hurt so much, it's over for me. You hurt? Let's go right now. Let me out. Don't escape through the window. Stay away from crowded areas. I suspect it's some kind of virus. Can't figure out anything else. Oh, damn. Listen to me one more time, Vera. I promise you don't Don't ever break yourself for anything. You're too Oh shit, Vera presses against the window, staring in horror at the scene outside. She witnesses something unimaginable, exactly as the doctor described. The crazed machine is glowing red, slicing through the doctor's body. Oh damn. Dr. Gwyneth! Aww. Look at you, you can't save her. Open it now! The doctor's corpse no longer blocks the door, but just as Vera is about to burst through, the crazy machines from outside slam against it from the other side. The hospital room door shudders violently, on the verge of giving way. Vera steps back, her eyes flickering with disbelief. The window, yes, we'll escape through the window. Ah! You lunatic, follow me if you don't want to die. Vera grabs the man by his collar and drags him toward the window, smashing the glass with her elbow. Damn. The snow and the wind rush in. The glowing red machine simultaneously smash through the hospital room door. Move it! Vera forcefully lifts the man by his collar, trying to hoist him onto the windowsill, but meets unexpected resistance. At a time like this, where do you think you could run to? I'm not running. Turn around and look, just for a moment. Vera places his foot on the windowsill and slowly turns her head to look at the scene inside the room. Oh boy. Oh, yo, the art, yo, that's so cool. Vera sees the man has somehow produced a knife, pointing it at his own throat. It's not a military blade, but what appears to be a fruit knife has got hidden away earlier. Behind the man stands a horde of frenzied mechanoids, later known as the Corrupted. They huddle together, stained with the blood of doctors, eagerly lunging toward the two humans before them. Vera's eyes widen as she takes in the twisted scene before her. Oh shit, the man, satisfied with the emotions in Vera's eyes, reveals an equally twisted smile as his throat squeezes out one final laugh, a laugh of profound glee and satisfaction. You see, this is what human ambition always leads to in the end. Your sharpness, too, will never be dulled until you reach that tragic end that awaits you. Stop! Sonny. Oh shit, a few seconds stretch into infinity. The blade pierces his own burn-scarred neck, a flower of blood blooming from the wound. Hot blood sprays out, splattering across Vera's cheeks, quickly chilled by the rushing snow and wind. Oh shit, God damn. Drip drop. 2160, this curtain of the apocalypse is violently torn apart, its fragments scattering across the ground before Vera. Spraying blood, snow, and wind rushing through the shattered windows, hordes of corrupted, and the corpse of a man who died in satisfaction by his own hand. Oh shit, no, it shouldn't be like this. Oh boy. Something passionate calls with snow and wind. Perhaps it's a 17-year-old Vera, an ambition unique to a young girl, or perhaps the glory of an entire era. Oh, damn. Okay. Spark to Wildfire to Vera. Okay, damn. Poor year 2161. A few scattered seagulls fly low overhead, looking down upon the humans scrabbling to prepare below. This is the last shipment. Once everything's moved out, we'll never return to this port again. I heard the punishing is spreading this way. This place will probably fall too. What kind of thing is it that the entire world can't stop it from destroying everything? This world is garbage anyway. If it's gonna end, then let it end. Whatever happens, happens. Point manager tallies the final assets, roughly striking through items on the screen. I guess we might be considered lucky. At least someone's willing to pay good money for useless cargo at a time like this. Was abandoned And in embryos and the other samples like that. Who the hell knows what that new big boss wants these for? Whatever. No matter what, we still need to deliver those goods safely to the designated location as requested. Who's this big boss? Who's this big boss you're talking about? I heard it's Corono. Oh, of course it's Corono. That's not surprising. They definitely have money to burn. Let's drop it. Looks like we can set sail on time. Are you coming aboard? I'm not leaving. My wife and kids are here. If the damn punishing really is going to swallow the city, I'd rather stay and die with my family. Damn. But yeah, of course it's Corono. Of course it's Corono that wants that. Wants the samples, of course. Yeah, Corono for real, Celestial. Of course. Of course. Damn. Okay. Alright, the higher-ups told me someone's supposed to come aboard this morning. Make sure to verify his identity when he arrives. We can't have another arson incident like what happened at headquarters. What's his name? Let me see. Someone named Haynes? Yes, Haynes. Has he arrived yet? What? That guy, he's right behind you. He's been sitting on those stone steps for ages. The port manager turns around in surprise, coming face to face with a middle-aged man. What? Seabirds circle overhead as the middle-aged man gives the port manager a brief nod before turning his gaze to the departing vessel. When he first arrived this morning, he was sobbing uncontrollably over the cargo. Those samples kept saying he never abandoned his children. Something about his beloved. I think he might be mentally unstable. Are you sure the higher-ups want him onto that ship? The port's manager's gaze shifts downward to the middle-aged man's ankle, where tattoo-like code is visible. The numbers there indeed match the information he received. It's definitely him. I suppose scientists are all strange in their own way. Besides, so what if he's crazy? The world's already insane enough. One more madman won't make a difference. Hey, you, Haynes! The middle-aged man turns his head again. Get on board. Keep an eye on your precious children. Not just my children, but among continued existence is in there too. I'll watch over them carefully. Whatever you say, hurry aboard. We're leaving. Damn. Okay. Oh, well, okay then. So Haynes survived, I guess? Maybe? Probably? Okay. Okay. Yeah, for real, Celestial. So Haynes eventually joins Corono, huh? Ooh, the music. Yeah, funny how it says reincarnation for real, Celestial. Agreed. Anyways, yeah. Definitely very interesting stuff, but, yeah. Apparently this next note is a long one, so I guess we better buckle up. So yeah, time to grab a drink and buckle up. So yeah, let's keep going. Reincarnation. Alright, let's go. Data synchronization progress 8%. 42%. Damn, that jumped up big. Yeah, here we go for real, Celestial. It's been a long time since the punishing outbreak. So long that even Vera has begun to forget those days. And the scene before our eyes is strikingly similar to back then. Make way, let the gurney through first. How many wounded are still in the corridor? Too many to count. Is the operating room available yet? A couple of them can't wait any longer. After a normal outbreak, people have repurposed this abandoned hospital as a makeshift hospital. The one on the operating table is beyond help. If there's no way, just take them off. Why are they beyond help? Oh, new Vera frame. The carpet tore a huge hole through the patient's body. It's already a miracle that it lasted this long. What's your relationship to the patient? Are you people from Babylonia? The doctor quickly sizes up this unusually distinctive construct. Vera carries a box with a coat draped over her arm. The coat's side bears a large blood-stained hole, telling the entire story of the patient's condition in the operating room. Let me explain this one last time. The patient has head trauma. When the abdominal wound cannot be repaired, we can't stop the bleeding. This is just a temporary medical station. We don't have enough wound repair materials to handle this kind of situation right now. Your earlier suggestion won't work either. We don't have modification capabilities here. Unless we contact Babylonia for rescue right now, and ideally evacuate all patients from this temporary medical station, there's nothing more we can do. I have some emergency repair materials here that should temporarily patch large wounds. I'll keep them alive until support arrives. She lifts the box with both hands, holding it out to the doctor. After one glance at the markings on it, the doctor furrows their brow. I can't use this without authorization. Don't overthink it. I'll take full responsibility. Use it now to treat their wounds. Sure. The doctor's gaze lingers on the red-haired construct for a moment, but they choose not to question where these life-saving materials came from. They simply take the box and hurry back to the operating room. Alright. Before the door closes, Vera's gaze falls once more on your body lying in the operating room. Face twisted in agony, trapped in the grip of nightmares. I believe you're still a world beyond the darkness you're in. Your stamina drains away as you remain trapped in the dreams of the past. What? Even the vital sign monitors keep triggering alarms. Oh, damn, that hurt. Before being wounded by the corrupted, what exactly happened to them? Back then, why did they get separated from the FOS squad? At that moment, the communication device at her waist seems to transmit a condescending taunt. Well, Nautis is actually 30 seconds late. Ah, Vanessa. My display clearly shows that we reached the target locations. Where's your report? Don't tell me you're actually scared on your first trip. You're actually scared on your first trip to the surface. Vanessa? Communication device crackles static, seemingly affected by some signal interference. After being smacked firmly a couple of times, it returns to normal, and the figure on the other end comes into view. Of course. Yep, there we go. It's me, what's wrong? Not happy to see me? Yep, there we go. Ah, yes, Vanessa. Nothing, it feels like something's not right here. But there's nothing wrong on my end. Vanessa takes a deep breath. I don't need this kind of vague response. If you're already not clear-headed, then get the hell out of the squad now. Just because you were unlucky enough to be teammates... we were unlucky enough to be teammates today, and I rolled the dice to become the Red Team Commandant, doesn't mean I'll bite my tongue during credits by pulling up with your worthless mouth. And besides, this is just the combat exercise location. Surrounding areas are all established conservation areas that have been stable for years. If anything were to actually happen here, you might as well do nothing and just pray where you stand. Oh boy. Damn. Both are emotional venting and necessary instructions glued at precisely the right moment. Vanessa takes another breath before issuing commands to all Red Team members. Alright everyone, spread out and continue the operation. Or the blue team has left plenty of traps for us. Stay alert. Roger that. We're currently in the ruins of some Copperfield group high-rise. There's birds ash everywhere. Noctis, report your progress. Zone E, 2nd to 6th Street, 81% clear. 7 traps neutralized. Steady forward advance. After hearing your report, the team communication channel, previously dead silent under Vanessa's command, finally fills with scattered faint cheers, as if they were relieved to have such a capable teammate. We haven't even found where the blue team hid their flag, and you're already celebrating this minor success. Looks like you're all perfectly suited for the bottom ranks. Damn. You think everything will be smooth sailing just because Noctis and I are on your team? Combat exercise isn't just about team performance. The instructors monitor each of your individual performances before you slack off. And Noctis, you too. Don't think you could just act superior for anyone's... Vanessa, your signal is breaking up. After adjusting the terminal, the voices on all channels remain unclear and distorted. Is my terminal malfunctioning? Is there a problem with this area's communications? The sound seems to come from the distance. You remove your tactical headphones and look up. Look up. Oh, fun! Oh boy. A corrupted is squeezing through a gap in the fence, struggling to extend his hand in this direction. Why are they corrupted here? Why are they corrupted here? Raising the service pistol, even as your brain still tries to process this is just a ground base used for combat exercises, your muscle memory proves more reliable, initially firing a bullet that pierces the corrupted's core. Hey, alright, let's go. Damn. The next moment, more red lights flicker through the gaps in the fence. 1, 2, 3. Something's wrong. This is definitely not part of the exercise. You maintain a standard shooting stance, locking eyes with the gaze peering through the gaps. Your heart pounds uncontrollably. This is your first time on the ground for practical training. More importantly, your first encounter with real corrupted. Damn. But neither the images from textbooks nor the virtual reality simulations back in Babylon can compare to this face-to-face welcoming party with a group of corrupted. Damn. Calling in. Problem here, corrupted. Must evacuate. Someone in hand continues to crackle a static, clearly indicating that more people have been affected by the sudden attack. Oh shit. Unable to face the growing number of corrupted, you quickly decide to retreat, rushing toward the nearest conservation area. Alright. But soon, the wave of people flowing in the opposite direction reveals the harsh truth. Even the conservation area has fallen. Oh, damn. What happened? You shout questions at the scatter panic and crowd, but no one can provide a clear answer, only frantic responses. Oh, fun. Massive swarm of corrupted appeared in an instant. Couldn't organize evacuation. Run, the corrupted are already catching up. Oh, great. The dust-covered crowd jostles you as they flee for their lives. Choking clouds of smoke and dust filling the air. Ugh. But through the massive fleeing silhouettes and dust clouds, a fiery red figure stands motionless not far away. Oh? The relentlessly pursuing corrupted closing in, yet that figure seems frozen in fear, showing no intention of running at all. Yeah, alright. Hey, retreat now! You swiftly spring into action, rushing toward the figure. Urgh. Watch out! As you launch toward the red figure, a corrupted tears through their abdomen. The pain strikes so suddenly that you can't even scream. Oh, damn. Pain invades your vision like a dense black fog, clouding their sight. Screams of refugees around them fade to insignificance. Trembling, you try to cover the wound on your side, but your hand only passes through slick, warm blood. You're insane, you idiot! Oh, damn. In the darkness, only that anger shout pierces through your mind. After that, everything else fades to nothing. Damn, okay. Oh, shit. On the first day after surgery, you gain consciousness, your head wrapped in bandages. Perhaps due to your regular physical training, your initial waking state is better than the doctors predicted. You're already able to keep your eyes open and scan your surroundings, gathering information and getting a rough grasp of the situation at hand. Complex medical equipment surrounds you, with tubes connected all over your body. More intriguing, however, is the unexpected sight of a red-haired female construct peeling an apple beside the bed, hospital bed. You're awake. Take a guess where you're at. Heaven or hell. Take your pick. Oh, damn. Hospital? The dryness in your mouth is irritating. You instinctively move your cracked lips, trying to form words. Don't bother talking. It's pointless. They haven't even removed the tubes yet. I'm sorry to say this, but this is hell. You're unfortunately still alive. Damn. Just call me a great savior. This is a temporary medical station on the ground. I'm a construct from Babylonia who happened to pick you up during the chaos. Remember now? Perhaps noticing that you're confused and faintly disapproving look. The female construct smiles and changes her tone, introducing yourself properly. I'll stop messing with you. My codename is Hound. You can call me that. Hound, sure. Want some fruit? We only have apples here. Hound offers the fruit, but then brings the apple to her own lips, taking an exaggerated bite that crunches into the crisp flesh. Damn. I don't want any. So tired. Damn. You return to the embrace of darkness, falling into a deep sleep. How boring. We'll talk about other things after you've recovered for a few days and move to a regular ward. Don't make me waste the test subject I've handed over. I hate for you to lose your life on top of me failing this mission. Damn. On the second day after surgery, you gain consciousness in the intensive care unit. An unfamiliar construct stands by the bedside, peeling an apple. Your body clock's pretty consistent. You woke up around this time yesterday, too. But yesterday I was definitely still in FOS. You feel a familiar dryness in their mouth, as if you've been in this state for a long time. Oh, you don't remember? Do you remember how you got here? I don't remember. Fantastic. Should I congratulate you on the fortunate waking once again, only to discover your head's been damaged? Damn. I need to get back to FOS. Where is the instructor and the others? You won't be going back to the organization anytime soon. If you can understand basic instructions, you just listen to me. I'm the Babylonian construct specifically assigned to you. I can't believe I have to repeat this nonsense again. The doctor says you have an intracranial hematoma. It's not serious and can heal on its own, so they didn't perform surgery. But it might be temporarily compressing some nerves. In simple terms, your brain is going to be malfunctioning for a while. Damn. Okay. From the looks of it, you've lost your memory. What a cliche turn of events. Damn, true. Amnesia, what have I forgotten? I don't know how far back your memories are intact. Let's run a test now, especially since you're in better shape today than yesterday. The female construct takes a bite of that apple. Damn. What's your name? Where are you from? What's the last thing you remember? Think carefully about each one. I'm not this. I'm a student at FOS Military College on the verge of graduating. My last memory is, I think I was participating in some kind of ground combat simulation. Who were my teammates? I should be able to remember. Neurons search for pathways through your skull, but the moment they touch your memories, such intense pain erupts. Oh, it hurts. Your memories are like hazy clouds of mist right before your eyes, yet impossible to grasp no matter how hard you try. Pain envelops every attempt to reach for that mist. Within mere seconds, cold sweat breaks out across your forehead. I can't remember. How could I not remember? Seems like you don't remember things from before landing. Alright, that's enough. Forcing yourself won't do anything. Just need to update you on the situation. Doesn't seem very worthwhile, though. According to the doctor, this memory loss you're experiencing will likely reoccur. I could tell you everything now, but tomorrow we might just reboot again. Damn. Tell me about it. You raise your arm with the needle in it, pointed to your belongings at the corner that still bear the unified FOS insignia. My terminal should be in that bag. My terminal should be in the outermost compartment. Please bring it to me, thank you. The radio construct curiously rummages through the backpack and quickly finds a terminal with spiderweb of cracks across the screen. She hands the battle damage device over. Surprisingly, it still turns on. The quality of your teammates' terminals isn't half bad. If my memory keeps rebooting, then I'll record the important information. What's your name? Why are you following me and why are you helping me? Watching you struggle to hold up the terminal with shaky hands while asking questions with such a serious expression, the female contract suddenly bursts into laughter, waving a fruit knife in her hand up and down as peals of laughter escape her throat. Damn. Are all you FOS folks this funny? Why are you so serious? Think you can earn extra credit for something? Haha. She laughs so hard that tears form in her eyes, completely forgetting that that slightly yellow oxidized apple in her hand. Damn. It's okay, I'll tell you. I've changed my mind. My real name is Vera, and you can call me that in private. Ah, hey, Vera. Don't record that in your terminal. Damn. You record my codename in your terminal, Hound. Call me that when other people are around. Uh-huh. I'm a construct from Babylonia, though I usually work on the ground. Recently, the higher-ups ordered FOS's little masters and mistresses to come down for field training, so I got assigned to babysit them. Uh-huh. We're not masters and mistresses, nor are we children. Think whatever you want. Fragile flowers raised in the greenhouse of Babylonia are terrible at self-assessment. If you want me to drop this prejudice, why not show some real substance and prove yourself? Sounds nice. Clear me up like that. This one's a complete fool. Is there any other information about you? And that's all I'll tell you for now. The rest depends on your condition tomorrow. That's all for now. You should get some rest. Vera takes a bite of her apple, then rests her other hand on your forehead, gently stroking it as if soothing a small animal. Well, but you... Is conscious hair really all synthetic fiber? You part your lips slightly as if wanting to say something. For some reason, you swallow your words. Damn. That's right, just like that. No matter how many questions my little hatchling has, put them aside for now. Return to your dreams. That's the best place for someone who's injured. Get well soon. Your eyelids grow heavy. Perhaps it's a medicine, or perhaps it's miraculous way the human body repairs itself. Either way, drowsiness overtakes you once again. If you recover well, you'll be moved to the regular ward tomorrow. What a pain, having to play nice with those Babylonian people. I should have just taken the test materials back to the headquarters. Whatever, my mind must have short-circuited and decided to use that thing to save your life. What? Oh shit, what? Vera's voice grows... gradually fades away, sinking into dark waters of unconsciousness. Damn, alright. Third day after surgery. Or at least that is what you learn from the notes on your terminal. It's already been 3 days since the operation. Uh-huh. Damn. Glance around once more, including you've been successfully transferred to the regular ward. This is tremendously good news, as it means neither trauma, punishing, nor any potential infections were able to claim your life. Hey, alright. When Vera walks into the hospital room carrying a bag of apples, this is a scene that greets her. The unfortunate soul from FOS apparently couldn't contact anyone, looking up their terminal, using its spiderweb screen as a mirror while gently tugging at the bandages and gauze on their face. Ah, damn. Seeing the contract enter, you freeze, then set down your terminal. Who are you? Okay, looks like they've rebooted again. Damn. You are Vera. Oh? Oh, what's up with the blue? You are Vera. Vera pauses abruptly, as if hearing a distant call. Oh shit, the expression was cool. It was funny. Okay. Damn, that was a crazy expression. But the brief moment of discomfort quickly subsides into the depths of her mind. She brushes it off. Not bad. You got all this recorded in your terminal? Let me see. Wearily puts away in the terminal. Is that another school regulation? I'm your signed contract, but I can't look at your terminal. Let me say again. The Harms wants to further develop command contract collaborative tactics. That's why they assign contracts to associate reserve commands for the graduation assessment. That's how I got transferred here, which means I have the right to access. I can tell from your face. You think I have no right to access to it? Access is that how Babylonia usually treats constructs? Sorry, according to section 19 if you come, it says the manual. I really can't. Wait, what if I wait until you're asleep and force my way into it? You didn't use the password. Force hacking won't work. Force hacking it won't work. Well, isn't that just perfect? Commands absolute authority, right? Vera pulls up a chair beside the bed and sits down. In her hands, an apple appears, waiting to be peeled. I can't be bothered with this nonsense anymore. Whatever. I promised you yesterday that I'd explain more about this current situation. Go ahead. Let's start with how you got this wound. Vera gazes briefly, lingers on your side. At the time, we were both in the middle of a combat assessment, about to rendezvous with the main force. Alright, no problem, Celestial. No problem. Then, an unexpected incident burst out of nowhere. Abnormally active corrupted not only broke through the base defenses specifically designed for combat training, but even the two nearby conservation areas couldn't escape unscathed. You got separated from FOS's team. You're severely injured while helping evacuate the conservation area, so I had no choice but to keep you in the danger zone temporarily to save your life first. Damn. I have no choice but to use the test materials. Test materials? It's a new type of repair material we were supposed to collect for a combat mission. It's still in the testing phase. The expected effect is that it can contain the punishing virus while maintaining good compatibility with the human body. It might become a better material for protective suits and surgical repairs in the future. I'm briefly explaining this in simple terms. From this, you can imagine just how valuable it actually is. Damn. Such valuable material. Were these assets really used for casual combat simulations? This is very valuable. Legitimately, we only need to deliver material to the next base to complete the assessment mission. But now, as you can see, Vera lifts up the clothing around the commandant's waist, exposing the bandaged wound to the air. This is the gash where corrupted pierces through you. I used the also precious test material to fill your wound. Damn. Don't blame yourself for panic. Once your condition is stable, we'll turn you in along with the material. When you get back to Batmona's territory, professionals remove it for you and your bad abdominal wound will receive better treatment. Damn. Have you reported this matter to your superiors over the past few days? Vera shakes her head. Aw. Did you just try to contact the outside world yourself? I saw you when I walked in. Were you able to reach anyone? You're right, I couldn't reach anyone. That's right. All communication signals in this area have been affected. You can't get through, neither can I. There's some good news. I've gathered some important intel. These are the coordinates to the temporary Babylonian connection point. We just need to get there. As she speaks, Vera points to another marked location. Hey, alright. I don't recall Babylonia ever setting up a connection point there. Temporary, that's what it said. There's been an unusual amount of corrupt activity in this area, so all arrangements have changed. I'm lying. It's actually Chrono's support. Chrono's stronghold. You need to come back with me and hand over those materials. I won't be able to complete my mission. Oh, fun! So after 3 days, do you understand our current situation now? I think so. Thank you, Vera. I've noted everything down. Aw. Now we just need your body to recover quickly. Once you're mobile, we'll immediately leave this temporary medical station. The company are moving strangely this time. I suspect it might spread further if it reaches here. Vera doesn't finish her sentence, but it's clear that time is a luxury for both of them. Roger that. Good, we've covered everything important. Would you like some apples? Vera cuts a small piece of apple and hands it over. I've ever needed anything these past 2 days, but whenever I had an apple, you kept eyeing it hungrily. I doubt you bother recording something like that. You still can't eat it today, but we can do it like this. She gently squeezes the fruit, and a drop of pearlescent juice falls onto your cracked lips. A drop of blessed rain on a parched earth. Watching you lick your lips, she smiles in response. Look at you with your face all wrapped in bandages, Noctis. Well, how about I give you a codename too? Damn. Little mummy or big mummy? Take your pick. Aw. Both are good. You like them? Too bad. I won't use them then. Damn. I'll just call you Little Commandant and be done with it. Hey Celestial, welcome back. Yeah, we basically just discovered that, we're basically just recovering, didn't miss much. Basically just, that Vera is secretly working for Chrono, which is kind of in line for her lore at this point, I feel. Because she did used to work for Chrono, but, you know, I guess begrudgingly, but yeah. She plans to take us back to Chrono, but yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Because I believe this is early Vera, so... I believe this is technically early Vera, so kind of does match up that she does currently work for Chrono. But like, I guess begrudgingly so, before she, you know, actually joins Babylonia proper. But yeah, definitely makes sense for real, Celestial. The little commandant diligently notes every conversation with Vera. And also Vera just gave us the little commandant nickname. She just gave us that nickname. And so 3 more days pass with the memory resets each morning until today. You recover quickly. Today you're already able to get out of bed when holding onto the handrail, improving at a pace that surprises even Vera. More importantly, today your memory doesn't reset to you before your arrival on the surface. You actually remember? You remember me today? I even remember you staying by my side last night. I woke up in the middle of the night and saw you resting in the chair. It seemed like you were having a nightmare? Can it really be called that, a nightmare? You look at Vera, and she can almost hear her own furrowed brow from last night reflected in your eyes. Aw. Yes, contracts have nightmares too. In that regard, maybe we're not so different after all. There's never much difference to begin with. We're all just living the same life. The fact that you'd even ask such a question shows you haven't spent enough time around constructs. School's nothing like the battlefield. I learn more through our time together going forward. Enough of that. Here, if you beg me for it, maybe I'll let you have some fruit. Aw. Vera peels another apple and offers you a small piece. Seems you can finally eat something new. A little something new. Your memory retention is improved. Seems like intracranial hematoma is getting better. That's good. Thank you for caring for me, Vera. You should absolutely thank me, but rather than that, why don't you try to recall what happened before you were in good condition? A hint of scrutiny creeps into Vera's gaze. Your memory hasn't reset today, but I still only remember what happened before the landing. I don't remember anything about this corrupted activity or getting separated from the organization that you mentioned. That's fine then, same as before. Vera seems to let us a slight sigh of relief. Why don't you tell me about yourself instead? I don't really know much about you, little commandant. About me? Like what? Just talk about your life in FOS. What kind of mentors and friends you had, things like that. Damn. That's quite a long story. Even though your memory hasn't retained much, this past week of your interactions has been meticulously recorded on your terminal. One of this terminal is like holding all the care and attentive treatment you've received from contracts these past few days. After some thought, you select a specific point and begin talking. Aw. Let's start with when I entered FOS college. Hey, alright, throwback! The sun gradually climbs higher outside the hospital room window, the shadows shifting with it. Aw. You not only... Sorry. You have not only lost your memory since arriving on the surface, but even your past memories are fragmented and intermittent. Nevertheless, after several exchanges, Vera has pretty much figured out what life and studies were like at FOS. You've learned about the silver-haired girl who consistently placed second in the rankings. Damn. That's about everything. You people are so lucky. While the surface is in turmoil, Babylonia at least provides you with a peaceful place to grow up in. Babylonia, calling you greenhouse flowers wouldn't be an exaggeration. I'll prove that I'm more than that. You'll change your mind about that. So, should I just play along and say I'm looking forward to that day? Don't take other people's opinions too seriously. This world can't eliminate prejudice, unless punishing wipes out all of humanity. Haha. What about you, Vera? Why did you become a construct? What's your past like? Oh, damn. Me? Vera suddenly freezes mid-bite. Oh, shit. For a moment, she seems transported back in time. To time before she became a construct, even before she graduated from the military academy. She can almost see the arrogant, neurotic old man sitting on the hospital bed, responding to her life story with a sneer. You're making that up. British she was back then isn't so different from the commandant now. Damn. They share the same sharpness and passion, but hers was buried beneath the coldness that the punishing virus brought after 2160. She blinks and the old ugly figure flashes away. Sitting across from her now is only a new generation human, still studying at the military academy, looking at her with eyes full of curiosity. Aww. She finds herself at a loss for words, finding it difficult to even fabricate a response. Vera's lips curl into her trademark smirk. So that's it. That's why I'm interested in you. What? What? There's nothing you wanted to hear, so I'll tell you. Consider an exchange of intelligence, since you already told me quite a bit about yourself. Okay then. Damn, okay. Well, okay then. Damn. Hey, let's go. We got through the big part. Let's go. Alright, yep. Hydration time. Yeah, that was something for real, Celestial. Damn. So yeah, damn, that was something for real. But yeah, damn, definitely a very interesting chapter so far. But yeah, I gotta do something real quick. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, we're back. Anyways, I'm back. Sorry about that. But yeah, definitely a very interesting chapter so far. I'm really enjoying it so far. Not gonna lie. But yeah, let's keep going. Let's start the next one. Leaving for the new world. Thanks, Lasso. Appreciate it. Days figures in progress. Okay. Oh, 49%. Okay. Vera slowly begins peeling her second apple of the day. She's grown accustomed to it, using it as a trigger to draw out her memories. Just like that night before the punishing outbreak, she's once again fabricating a story from her past to achieve some purpose. The apple peel suspended under her knife, hanging by a thread. After briefly considering her outline, she begins her tale. I never even had parents. I lost both of them when I was very young. I'm sorry. What are you apologizing for? I don't want to hear it. Not exactly a happy beginning, right? Like the opening chapter of Hero's Epic. Are you trying to comfort me? Vera lets out another laugh. Aw. So yourself, I'm gonna care less what kind of novel I'm living in. Anyway, I was passed around between distant relatives since I was little. When one family didn't want me, I'd go to the next, then I'd bring them bad luck and get sent away again. Damn. Apparently my parents left me quite a fortune, so even though they didn't like me, my relatives would stick around for a while because of the hefty inheritance. I've seen plenty of shameless people fighting over money. Aww. Fortunately, I was still touched by the lingering light of the Golden Age. Once I was a bit older, I found a way to get away from those people. Then where did he go? Back then, no one could have predicted the approaching punishing disaster. All the people saw before them was an era of unprecedented peace. In those days, most people were planning for a more stable life, myself included. My grades and my physical aptitude were pretty good, so I chose to enter formal officer academy, quite different from the mercenary systems of the time. Long story short, I had a stable career path. Aw, that was the best choice for you at the time, wasn't it? I could get away from those annoying relatives, move into the government-provided dormitories. If my performance was good enough, maybe even get stationed somewhere peaceful and cushy as an officer for a few years. You must have had excellent grades. What makes you say that? Do I look like the serious studious type? Perhaps a little? To be honest, not really, but you take matters concerning me quite seriously. Well, you're half right. She weighs her words carefully, the boundary between her fabricated outline and the truth she experienced gradually blurring into ambiguity. When it came to academics, I was quite diligent. I also considered myself cautious in other matters. For example, back then I received invitations from many consortia and institutions. Just by signing contracts with them, I could have gotten substantial material support, enough to replenish the assets that were spent and plundered after I chose my academy. Did you accept? I didn't accept any of them. On one hand, I believe that there's no such thing as a free lunch. I just felt that someone might use those contracts to do something harmful. But in retrospect, it wouldn't have mattered much. That sign the wrong contract in your dead environment only became widespread after the punching outbreak. Order and prosperity often go hand in hand, a quality that the Golden Age was in no shortage of. As for the other reason, I thought it was so impressive, with my own unique survival strategy, when really, it was just about fighting to be number one in everything, creating more options for myself, that's all. Damn. So what kind of choices did you get? They were all trash. They barely qualified as choices. It was just me reacting to my circumstances. Vera narrows her eyes slightly as memories resurface, slicing through a piece of fruit peel. I should explain this to you. At the time, some of my classmates were from well-off families aimed to graduate into logistics or similar positions, but such comfortable features required finding someone else to shoulder the burden in more demanding locations. Then there were those with leadership skills and charisma whose life goal was simply to climb as high as possible. They didn't care about going to the front lines. All that mattered to them was being the ones who had the most power. These types usually had their factions. So all sorts of classmates and good comrades took notice of someone like me. Excellent academic performance, but no background, no family, and few friends. At first, they bestowed their invitations upon me, mostly under the pretense of sharing mutual benefits, expecting me to join them with grateful reverence. Damn. I call your bluff. Oh, eager to jump in with an answer. Vera glances at you, goes back to the fruit and continues peeling. Damn. You're right, I was too uncooperative for my own good. They got irritated and started placing small, harmless stumbling blocks in my path, making me slip up during training or causing trouble during minor operations, then stopping with the label of malicious competitor. Damn. While I was struggling with their spider web, they'd use the same tactics against anyone willing to associate with me. As a predictable outcome, I traveled alone, and in the end, I left alone, and between all kinds of people walked with me for a while, only to part ways for various reasons. A fruit peel falls onto the plate with a small fruit peel falls into the plate with a small scraping sound, completely removed. Back then, Vera might have indeed cut through the spiderweb, only to fall into an even deeper bottomless pit. There's no point talking about this anymore. Whatever order existed back then, the punching virus has torn it all to shreds. Whether you believe it or not is entirely up to you. What do you think? Damn. She suddenly realized that her listener hasn't responded for quite some time. She looks up toward the hospital bed, only to freeze in surprise. Because she sees that little commander from out west is still holding the apple slice she had cut earlier, not having taken a single bite, just furrowing their brow and staring intently at her. Damn. What pricks. A mocking laugh escapes her lips. True, what pricks indeed. Haha, you actually believe that? The commander is momentarily stunned. At this very moment, Vera hears the words that man spoke many years ago echoing in her ears. You made that up, didn't you? Just as a poor person can imagine the limits of rich life, your story is riddled with holes. You've never been loved. Damn. Are you lying to me? Of course not, I believe you. Seeing the earnest expression on the commandant's face, Vera tastes a hint of surprise within herself. She hasn't even realized that with each response from the commandant, her narratives have been gradually becoming more and more truthful. Damn. Yes, it is really true. That's how the story went. So after listening for so long and to this boring story of mine, did you learn what you wanted to know? You didn't really ask much. With all your questions, were you trying to learn about the life of my temporary teammates, or did you want to understand what the world looked like at the tail end of the Golden Age? She casually places the sliced apple into the dish, as if everything she just shared had nothing to do with her. Damn. After hearing her story and watching her nonchalant movements, the commandant suddenly poses a somewhat strange question. Vera, are you disappointed? What kind of stupid question is that? Do I look disappointed to you? Damn. Or are you saying that if you input experiences like these, the only possible output is cynicism and world weariness? You really are sheltered, aren't you? You haven't even graduated from West yet. How many people have you actually met? How many situations have you observed? You're still probably still stressing over exam scores every day. Not all hardships will forge. That's my impression of your story gives me. That's still the goal, but that was the Golden Age, and yet the story I'm hearing is still one like this. If it were me, I'd probably be very disappointed. I'm not disappointed at all, because I never expected anything in the first place. I've always known what human nature is really like. It's precisely because of this that I don't think the punishing had much impact on me. After all, humans are the same wherever they go. I really jumped from one web into another. Damn. Do I really have to talk about how I feel? Why are you so intent on dissecting me, little commandant? Vera viciously bites into an apple. Damn. If I must say, then I despise human civilization. Choose your words carefully before you speak. I don't want to hear any sanctimonious attempts at reconciliation. Damn. I don't presume to forgive on your behalf. I'm just somewhat grateful. Grateful for what? I'm just grateful that you made it through it all. That you've come all this way. Vera finds herself confronted with yet another completely unexpected response, leaving her sarcastic comebacks with nowhere to land. Damn. Over the years, she's tracked down traitors. You interrogated criminals. And confronted all sorts of people, with their responses always aligning closely with what she had anticipated. Now she finds herself repeatedly thwarted in this brief conversation, sinking into an unfamiliar silence. Aww. Now that you're in Babylonia, is it somewhere better than before? How naive is it? Can this even be called naivety? Naivety? You seem to blatantly realize I've said too much to a construct I've only recently met. Silently lower your head to nibble on an apple as well. Damn. Two observe each other in silence, eventually reaching a peculiar kind of understanding. Damn. You've been the one figuring everything out these past few days. Thank you. Taking care of you has truly been the easiest mission I've handled. However, rather than continuing to waste time on small talk, you should focus on how we'll reach the connection point to Babylonia next. Once you've recovered a bit more, we'll need to get moving. Vera checks the timeline Chrono assigned her. There aren't many days left. Before the deadline, she must submit those test materials. Damn. Can we stay here a few more days? 2 days or 3 at the very least. We should wait until your stomach wound. Damn. The bedside lamp suddenly flickers on with urgency, while alarms in the corridor outside the ward begin to wail. Oh, that ain't great. Oh, fun. Wow! Emergency alert! A corrupted! Respond to alarm etched in the muscle memory, immediately propping yourself up on the hospital bed and struggling to climb down while clutching your side. Yeah, oh no, for real, Celestial. Damn. Vera also springs to her feet instantly. If they spread all the way here, our rear defenses must have been gone completely haywire. I've never seen a corrupted attack this ferocious before. An unsettling intuition creeps into her mind, but she can't quite grasp what it is. Yeah, the alarm's for real, Celestial. Do you understand what's happening, little companion? This tide you unfortunately encounter is no ordinary one. Even if you run for your life, you might not be able to escape. She tightens her grip on her weapon. Afraid? No. She's a little worried. Don't move on your own. You're injured. Wait here while I check the corridor. The sound of alarms is engraved in Vera's mind. She steps toward the exit and reaches for the door of the hospital room. Are you sure you want to open that door? Vera places her fingers on the door. She hears eerie screeching from the corridor, followed quickly by agonized screams of those who couldn't evacuate in time. The shadow of the punishing virus looms over the earth. There's nowhere that it's absolutely safe anymore. This temporary medical station will soon transform into a hellish inferno. Damn. She's walked the surface for many years. Since that winter of 2160, she's witnessed countless massacres just like that snowy night. Okay, change of plans. We're not leaving through the corridor. We're not that high up. We can use the window. She stares through the small window in the door at the corridor, but receives no response from you from an comfortably long time. Damn. I'm not running. Turn around and look, just for a moment. Wait, what are you doing? She turns around with delayed realization. For a moment, she dreads seeing a scene reminiscent of that incident from years ago. Damn. But she immediately realizes with dismay, yes, it's almost exactly the same. You stand motionless, poised at the martial stance, tightly gripping a small fruit knife. Oh shit. Your sharpness too will never be dulled until you reach the tragic end that awaits you. Oh shit, She burst into sudden laughter. Under Commander, are you planning to perform a suicide ritual for me? That's only one way to lift my boredom. You stare at her in confusion, your eyes showing no recognition of her absurd question. What? Vera? I thought you'd be different from those damn bastards. Ah. You don't understand what she's talking about. You just furrow your brow. Grip the small knife tightly and speak with determination. I don't know what you're talking about, but I think you might be mistaken. I'm just doing out for West, future commander. That's who I'll always be, Vera. Damn. Okay. You follow Vera's gaze to the fruit knife, seemingly understanding something. Yeah, whoa, for real, Celestial. I don't have anything better, so I'll have to use this. Now for the tactical command I'm supposed to give. Based on my assessment of the situation, we must retreat. Vera, clear us a path. Wherever you go, I'll be right behind you. I'm your temporary commander. I'll do my best not to slow you down. Not blood spraying everywhere. No snow and wind rushing through shattered windows. No corpse of a madman satisfied by suicide. Just a lonely, vulnerable human who hasn't even graduated yet. Without a proper weapon, injured and unsteady on their feet. Damn. There we go. And this is the same person who insists on brandishing a laughably tiny fruit knife while solemnly talking about some situation assessment. And they even say clear us a path. Damn. She feels like a mad dog who's been fighting in the sewers for years, suddenly encountering a proper soldier, waving around an ID badge and a fruit knife. Damn. Haha. She wheezes, instinctively feeling that this winter would be unlike any other. Damn. Alright, the escape starts now, no matter what. You better keep up with me, even if it costs you your life. Got that? Damn, okay. Jeez. Well, okay then, damn. Things are getting real crazy again, man. Yeah, that one's much shorter for real, Celestial. Yeah, agreed, Celestial. It is really ramping up for real. Anyways, yeah, let's keep on going. I think this probably... yeah, I believe this next one is a long one too, but yeah. Anyways, I think this next node will probably be the last node we do on story node on stream, so yeah, let's keep going. Murky Sea. This will probably be the last one for this stream. In dimly lit corner, several holographic projections appear one after another. Okay. The shouting figures gather around a round table, silently exchanging glances to confirm each other's identities. We're missing someone. Let's wait a moment. Chrono. Fun. After a moment passes, the meeting convener seems to sense something from everyone's silence. Where are they? Should we still wait? That old man who used to sit in the corner, they died yesterday. Damn. Oh, damn. Who's this guy? Don't look at me. I just found out myself. I don't even know how this funeral will be arranged yet. Chrono leaders have been getting killed one after another lately. Who knows if they were involved in some weird project and God was coming to them. I'm guessing no one dares hold a big funeral for that old guy. Damn, that's cold. Silence. The envoy suddenly falls silent, along with its casual mockery. Let's get straight to the point. You're in charge of tracking these recent killings. You speak first. I see that Aurora Squadron has also assigned a team to assist with us. Those in charge should provide updates as well. Understood. Resources don't come for free. Silence, they didn't authorize you to speak. Damn. Wait, aren't I the one in charge here? Instead of imprudence in his youthful voice, as he speaks, he activates his projection permissions. Yeah, yeah, for real, Celestial. For real, agreed. Agreed. In an instant, everyone at the meeting can see the young man's face, as well as his surroundings. Ooh, new mail NPC. Ooh, new mail. New mail! He's in what appears to be a prison-like environment, sitting amid a strange pile of netting, with a dried salted fish hanging from the rusted bars above his head. Where are you? Yeah, ooh, for real, Celestial. Ooh, new mail! Yeah, Celestial. That's not important. I'll explain later. Let me introduce myself first. I assume some of you don't know who I am. Oh? My name is Hanif. I currently work for Chrono... My name is Hanif. I currently work for Chrono headquarters. My job is to supervise several small units of the Aurora Squadron. They're originally secret forces from that flying fortress, but they branched off quite some time ago. Maybe, Celestial, maybe. Lol, Celestial. Sure, go ahead, Celestial. Let's get down to business. Recently, I've been investigating this matter. There's someone with extreme hatred for Chrono who's been systematically assassinating our people. Actually, assassination is quite right, since the killer is rather flamboyant about it. They even announced who they'll kill next. I guess it got everyone flustered. Judging by the looks of Ela, looking worried one after another, all concerned they might be next, right? Hanif's projection waves his arm, boldly pointing toward everyone present. But the killer is like a ghost hiding in the shadows. To be honest, I haven't even been able to uncover any relevant information. But you... I've made a major discovery that's enough to identify the killer. We've detected strong punishing reactions on the recent victims' bodies. Before this, we've only observed some similar punishing reactions near ascendants. Okay, huh. Upon hearing Hanif's words, a subtle stir ripples through the meeting. The projections begin whispering to each other. Some discuss countermeasures against the crisis, while others seem excited by the potential ascendant. Hold on with these discussions. Whether it's an ascendant we haven't discovered yet, or some kind of controlled punishing creation, the target is us. It's just more appropriate for everyone to worry about their own safety first. They're closing in. They seem to know a lot about Chrono. Recently, it even discovered my Aurora Squadron base. Just 3 days ago, I signed for the bodies of several Aurora Squadron members who were out on a mission, along with a special message meant for everyone here. Hanif clears his throat. The enemy specifically requested his ship, a small experimental vessel, left by Daedalus. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know which ship they're referring to? Upon hearing the enemy's specific demand, everyone present falls unexpectedly silent. Amid this heavy silence, Hanif continues to provide additional information. Fine, I'll explain. That ship originally belonged to a small medical biotech company called Under Copperfield. From what I understand, this company wasn't doing well financially, even before the punishing virus. During the late Golden Age, the entire company was acquired by Daedalus, which once belonged to Chrono. Damn, okay. Small vessel should have been an insignificant asset, yet its usage rights were also painstakingly transferred in the acquisition. Furthermore, after punishing virus, the ship surprisingly logged quite a few more additional voyages. I suspect Daedalus used it to transport something important at the time. What exactly that was, I can't even guess. Everyone here is older than me, and judging by your expressions, you definitely know more about this, don't you? Damn. I can guess what you're about to say. Wait a moment. Please let me finish first. I've investigated that ship and obtained some rather important information. It was specifically configured with a key, and without that key, it could not be activated at all. When Daedalus separated from Chrono, they deliberately made an extra backup of this key and took it with them. Damn. I heard that Chrono headquarters spent many years attempting to recover this illegally backed up key, even dispatching a highly promising contract special operations team from Chrono's Special Operations Division. The result was almost total annihilation. Several Chrono members find Hanif's dramatic storytelling giving them a headache, with some already pressing their hands against their foreheads. Damn. The matter concerning the ship is ancient history, and while it involves numerous complications, it shouldn't be connected to recent events. After all, of all the living people, living constructs connected to this by only one remains. So you're saying that Chrono doesn't intend to provide the key either. I can't believe all the experience I've accumulated has been for nothing. Damn. Don't you people understand? I need to investigate this matter. The enemy has specifically requested this ship by name. You can't possibly refuse to give me even the slightest piece of information, can you? The shouting figure responded with nothing but an even deeper silence. What, so you won't disclose anything to me, expecting me to create a miracle? Fine then, I haven't finished yet. Let me add to that. Under everyone's watchful gaze, Hanif raises his eyebrows deliberately. Another indication that the enemy thoroughly understands Chrono is that they're apparently synchronized this message with Babylonia as well. Babylonia has moved quickly. They've already dispatched people to recover the key. They aren't counting on the original in a possession, but they are directly searching for the duplicate copy that Daedalus backed up years ago. Looks like they're preparing to investigate that ship. We failed to recover it back then, so who knows? Maybe Babylonia will actually manage to find it. The meeting falls silent for several seconds. This dialogue, delivered like a drawn-out storytelling, finally provokes the ire of the meeting's initiator. Damn. It's critical information you should have disclosed at the beginning of the meeting. What else haven't you told us? Explain everything at once. This isn't a playground for your theatrics. Fine, I promise I'll tell you everything in one go this time. Hanif takes a deep breath. I've investigated. The one that Babylonia sent is none other than Construct Vera, who previously served in Chrono's Special Operations Division. Vera was a part of the backup key recovery project years ago, and the only one who survived it. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, is this like... Oh, okay. Huh. So, is this present day or... Literally... Okay, I'm confused now. What timing this is, but whatever. So I'm guessing Vera already left Chrono. Okay. I must have made my admiration. This Miss Vera is incredibly capable. She quickly made enormous progress immediately tracking down the traitor who caused their Special Operations Division to fail back then. She shouted information from the traitor, so she's very likely already found the backup key even before our meeting began. Not just that, she might have found the ship too. Just now, she set sail with that very ship. Damn. What do you mean, might have? This has already been happened, Hanif. And there's more. Babylonia clearly considers the mission extremely important, as they even sent the Grey River Command to secretly collaborate with her. Oh, Hanif! In one go, I'm not done yet. Slow down, why the rush? Oh, and please don't blame me for incompetence in letting such an important matter slip by, standing by while those two do all the work. I must emphasize they actually completed this mission quite well. I didn't miss such a good opportunity to get involved. I'd regularly assisted Babylonia's operation through the whole thing, providing considerable support to Vera and that commandant. I can confidently say that finding the backup key in the ship was partly due to Chrono's contribution. Now, Babylonia has proactively expressed their willingness to accept relevant information provided by Chrono. It sounds like we're about to embark on a pleasant journey of cooperation with Babylonia. Alright, I've already finished reporting all of my updates in one go. That's a wrap. Now that everyone's willing to dig up those long-buried matters, right? Or rather, you have no choice but to dig them up now, right? Where exactly is that experimental ship heading? I investigated and discovered it is equipped with an automated navigation system, but the destination wasn't specified. Is this destination what everyone's trying to conceal? The irritation brought on by Hanif's antics has yet to subside. Well, with his declaration that that's a wrap, still echoing in everyone's ears. Meanwhile, Hanif himself continues on like a non-stop chattering parrot, valiantly trying to persuade the group. Damn. Let me give you a heads up. Chrono's influence in Parliament isn't what it used to be. Parliament has improved management systems and ethical supervision for all laboratories. Plus, Purifying Force Ethics Committee and various specialized inspection teams are all actively monitoring. Everyone should distance themselves while you still can. Cooperating with Babylonia now is probably the best salute. Beep. The convener finally loses the cool and cuts off his microphone. Hanif's projection continues moving his mouth. Damn. The meeting venue only hears screech of feedback from the microphone. Regarding this matter, we'll deliberate and vote as soon as possible. For now, I must forbid you from taking the Aurora Squadron and acting without authorization again. And the convener frowns and stops speaking when he notices Hanif's projection urgently trying to communicate with something, even raising and waving both his hands wildly. Desperate. He looks extremely desperate. Did you finish already? What more could you possibly say? The meeting convener reconnects Hanif's audio, and a familiar tone of noise instantly floods the channel. Absolutely did not act without authorization. I was forcibly taken onto this ship by the red-haired lunatic woman. Yes, I'm on a ship right now. Oh shit, Well, I'm navigating toward an unknown location, and Babylon is tracking our course. If I can tell, they won't rest until they find the final destination of this vessel. Beep. Hanif's image vanishes completely, but this time the convener isn't the one who cut the connection. Oh, damn. The red-haired woman stares dangerous at Hanif, then hurls his terminal into the corner, bringing the discussion to an abrupt end. Oh, damn. Hey, Vera! Oh, shit. We've heard just about everything we need to know from Chrono. That's quite enough from you. Stop trying to leak information about our situation. Damn. I suggest you be a good boy for the rest of the trip. What do you think? Vera looks to the side. Vera's right. If there really is an ascendant still unknown to humanity, then top priority is to find and eliminate it. We can't allow another entity overflowing with punishing to develop unchecked. So Hanif, everything you've done so far has been correct. Yes, with additional intel from Chrono, Babylonia would be able to find information about the ship more quickly, where it's heading, and what might be waiting at its destination. We learn exactly who our enemy is and what they're planning. Vera nods as well. The cabin lights illuminate Vera and you, scratching your shadows into giants that firmly engulf Hanif, who sits on the floor. Hanif's gaze shifts between the two figures before him. After a long moment, he finally forces out a question. I've been wondering for a while now, do you two always talk like this? A surging wave crashes against the hull with a muffled boom, as if answering their place. Damn. The ship drifts alone at sea, facing the wind and waves as it heads towards its hidden destination. That last wave was something out of the ordinary. Oh shit. Shh, something's here. Vera frowns as she grows alert. We've been syncing our navigation records to Babylonia for the whole trip, right? We've been syncing continuously, but we tapped your terminal several times, but it gives no response. Communications were cut off just now. So the unexpected is to be expected. I've heard rumors that whenever Grey Raven's commandant goes on a mission, things always... Shut up right now. Brace yourselves. Beep, 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 beep. The punishing detector suddenly issues a warning as the surrounding waves surge and fall like the fluctuating punishing concentration. The small boat violently pitches with the waves, throwing everyone to the floor. And if appears to have stubbed his toe and can't get back to his feet due to the relentless rocking. Ah, sis! Grab onto something solid. If you fall and hurt yourself, that's your problem. Damn. We'll tightly onto the pipes in the corner. Terrifying waves crash against the cabin door, thundering like a storm. Vera suddenly frowns, studying herself as she stares at the cabin entrance and draws her banner spear. My foot! Knock knock. So noisy. Knock knock. Someone seems to be outside, knocking on the cabin. It's knocking on the cabin door. What do you mean loud? It's always been like... Shut up! Vera thrusts her spear forward, piercing straight through the cabin door. What? I heard it. Something corrupted is climbing up the hall. Vera pulls back her bandage spear, kicks open the cabin door, and sure enough, there's a vaguely humanoid figure standing crookedly in the passageway outside. Damn. A massive hole gapes in his chest, the unmistakable mark left by the banner spear's thrust. Damn, Oh, should have had a creature. Oh, fun! A fatal blow. Alright, the threat has been neutralized. Why is there a hetero creature here? No idea, but one thing's for sure, we're being targeted. Vera lifts the hetero creature and remains with the tip of her banner spear. Swiftly flings them into a pile of discarded items at the stern, then immediately shuts the door. If that ascendant who's been busy hunting down Chrono's higher-ups is behind this, they'd certainly be capable of something like this. Damn. Everyone stay alert. We can't contact Babylonia and our exact location is unclear. Knock knock. Before Vera can finish speaking, there's another knock at the cabin door. All three occupants instinctively glance through the hole pierced earlier, beyond which lies nothing but uncertainty shrouded by fog. Punchy virus reaction detected again. Suddenly grip the constantly beeping device while Vera raises her banner spear once more. Alright. I thought the first one was a coincidence, but if I'm not mistaken, is that thing outside actually knocking on our door? Sounds rather polite, doesn't it? Why not invite it for a drink? Listening to the exchange between the two, a bizarre idea takes root in your mind. Damn. What if we actually try it out? Be careful, don't open the door. Knock knock. Obviously, for responding to your suggestion, the unknown entity outside knocks on the door once more with chilling politeness. Try opening the door, Vera. If you want to play with fire, fine, but don't expect me to bail you out. Vera frowns in protest, yet her hands move to open the door anyway. At that moment, a wave crashes through, drenching the humanoid figure at that doorway. Come on, let's negotiate. Care to come in and take a seat? Vera smiles, but her banner spirit cautiously trained on the head of the creature, which surprisingly begins to move slowly, as if responding to her words. Gato. Did you just speak? What? Gato. What? It's pretty sophisticated, huh? You even have a name? What are you doing here? Who dropped you off? Gato stands quietly, as if thinking for a moment. What? No purpose. Just arrived. Soon leave. Gato moves his legs and walks straight back toward the deep sea behind it, seemingly intent on leaving. Uh-huh. You monster, dare I say you can leave? Vera hurls her banner spear once more. What's more, impaling the bizarre head of a creature and flinging it toward the stern, adding one more to the pile of refuse already there. Damn. There, friendly negotiations has concluded. Any objections? Vera closes the hatch for a second time, then turns to look at the humans. Damn. No. But something still feels off. They couldn't be imitating humans, could they? Knock, knock. Which one wants to die this time? Vera irritably yanks open the hatch, her banner spirit raised high. Don't kill innocent. I see merchant trade. I see merchant. What the hell did you eat? Did it eat to suddenly think it's human? Really real, have goods. The head of creature rummages around its bizarre body, and with a clatter, a pile of cogs falls to the ground. Damn. Many cogs exchange. Exchange cargo from stern. The three of them look toward the stern, where the two defeated head of creatures lie. I refuse. Damn. Any last words from them? Refuse? Poor Vera's slightly surprised expression. The sea merchant suddenly begins to sob. What? They, companions, friends went through what? Happy things, yes, friends. Reckless boarded ship, bothered you mistake, but... Unaccustomed to human language, the head of the creature sobs as it pieces together a complete sentence. Deserve death? What did you expect me to let you head of creature strut around freely on my ship? If hesitating for a second would be disrespectful to the danger of punishing. No, wrong! Spare what you're talking about right and wrong. This is my domain. I'm right, and anything against me is automatically wrong. I'll do with whoever I want. If you keep whining, you'll be next to die. Damn. Wrong, very wrong. It gradually breaks into wailing sobs. Take back remains. It bares its fangs and brandishes its claws. Its emotional defense is completely shattered. Damn. Fine then, if you got the guts, come and try. Let me see if you can take them back. You horrible, unreasonable, bad woman. Damn. Vera plants her bending spear in front first, slightly leaning forward in combat stance. She tilts her head and tolerantly beckons the head of the creature with her hand. Damn. Come. Was. The moisture shattered head of the creature lets out a piercing screech. Its sea mist turns like boiling water, and bubbles rise from the dark ocean surface surrounding the boat. The entire ocean seems to boil in anger. Damn. Vera, something's wrong. Stop provoking it. Pressure concentration is surging. Below the boat might be swarming with header creatures. That explains it. When dealing with creatures hiding in the shadows, this is how you flush them out. By plucking the strings of the spider's webs. How do you like it now? You skittering header creatures? Damn. Vera flashes a cool smile and hurls her banner spear with deadly precision. Grr. The spear hurtles straight toward the head of the creature, merely moments before tearing open a wound. And reaches out from the misty area C, blocking Vera's attack. What? Oh? Vera narrows her eyes as both sides lock weapons in a tense standoff. A new humanoid figure slowly emerges from the sea mist. Unlike the twisted, indistinct head of the creature, he appears to have nothing more than an ordinary construct. There's no signs of punishing reaction, yet somehow seems to have calmed the surging punishing energy, preventing the chaos from spreading further. What? We meet again, Vera. Oh shit, again? Oh shit, again? You sense something is wrong and raise your gun toward the dissipating sea mist. Oh shit, why you suddenly dropped your honorifics? Your imitation is rather clumsy, Lloyd. The humanoid figure fully emerges from the sea mist, standing before everyone in place of the reckless hetero creature. Please allow me to greet everyone while imitating this appearance. I believe I'll help us communicate more peacefully. Oh shit, why don't you lower your weapon? After all, you received it from my hands. Interlude callback? Vera's tense body doesn't relax in the slightest. I'll never lower my weapon. If the dead are going to reappear before me like this, they should have crushed you all to dust in the first place. Reducing us to ashes will be pointless. As long as the spirit and will exist, imitators of hero will continue to emerge. There's no need to be angry about that. Besides, it seems you've fallen into the same hero's dilemma. That banner spear is the best proof. You should have been kindred spirits. I've heard some interesting news lately. Corona's upper echelon is in panic. Was that your work? It was me. Clap if I could. Several of them were exactly who I wanted to die. But since you're right in front of us, you aren't just here to claim credit for that, are you? The subtle rumbling issues from Vera's chest as she prepares for battle. I don't want to fight you. Instead, I want to talk with you, Grey Raven Commandant. Lloyd shifts his gaze toward the human behind Vera. She moves a step sideways, blocking his line of sight. I understand. Then let me show you my sincerity first. Make 2 deals with me, and you'll be able to reach the shore safely. Beyond that, I'm willing to answer some of your questions as well. Do all of a sudden just dress up things up with pretty words? We clearly don't have a choice. Vera's gaze darts quickly between the two parties. The high concentration punishing alarm continues to blare relentlessly. Their small boat has long been surrounded by hetero creatures. Hanif was right. Rationally engaging in battle with Ascendant at sea would essentially be abandoning any chance of survival. Adil, was that hetero creature calling itself a sea merchant earlier mimicking you? Yes, but it's merely a small punishing offspring, at most parroting what it's heard. Hasn't achieved true evolution yet. Apologize for the recklessness. I want to hold those 2 corpses at the stern against you. Wave hits the boat to punctuate his words. Even a smaller wave like this could easily overturn their small vessel. Vera ready steadies herself, keeping her eyes fixed on Lloyd. Let's talk about the deal. Don't get too greedy, Lloyd. You agree to this. I want to exchange interesting stories. If the stories are valuable enough, I'm willing to be their chronicler, weaving them into new legends. Is there something wrong with our commandant? You think they're yours? You think they're yours? This pathetic attempt to act like we're related anyway is disgusting. They will be ours. His gaze passes beyond the humans, fixed on the distant ocean. I've been wandering this boundless world for far too long, if you're willing. But go first, starting with a not-so-interesting story. I'm all ears. Lloyd pauses briefly to consider. In a certain corner of this world, there's a group of people who race almost every day. compete against each other, racing to see who will be the first to reach the end of the long road. Discover what actually lies at its end. A dull beginning. It gets even more tedious. No one has ever won this race. Even those who ran beyond everyone's sight never returned. I finished my story. The rest of the story was even more boring. Yes, like an open ending hastily written by an author who presented the work but being cut short or heavily edited. Can we make a deal based on the story now? Sure then, I'll give you an equally terrible story in return. Vera leans on her banished spear. The protagonist of the story is an exceptional assassin. Any mission to trust her never fails. But during an unusual disaster, she was saved by a stranger and unexpectedly showed her kindness. So the stranger suffered severe injuries as a result of trying to save her. I understand, she became indebted to him from that moment. Damn. Perhaps the stranger survived, but with a massive gash in his stomach and brain damage, she repaid this unsolicited kindness. The assassin had no choice but to care for them, dragging along this piece of dead weight while continuing to complete her missions. In short, everything became incredibly complicated, reaching a level of complication the assassin has never encountered before. And then what happened? Lloyd seems to have developed an interest in the story. Later, the punching spread to the temporary medical station, forcing the assassin to drag the stranger away and flee with no clear destination in mind. And what happened after that? Vera suddenly turns to look at you. What happened after that? Me? Yes, I'm asking you. Oh, sorry. 1 second, guys. Yes, I'm asking you, do you know what happened next? I don't know. I never heard the story before. You hear that? That's it. The story ends here. Equally incomplete. Indeed, it's just like the stories you've randomly chopped in half. It's fair, or rather, no one's being sincere in this exchange, including you. I'm guessing your next deal will be just as infuriatingly fake. Just spit it out already. Lloyd raises his hand and points at you. Damn. I need the Grey River Commander. I promise that no harm will come to them. If anything, it will only become better than they are now. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, thank you. Haha. Vera picks up her banished spear again, shaking her head with a laugh as if she just heard an absurd joke that's not even worth taking seriously. Oh, fun. If I know we end up here anyway, I wouldn't have wasted my breath telling stories. But if we stay for his time like this, how do you plan to make it up to us, you pathetic Lloyd fake? Damn. Lloyd instantly dodges Vera as he hurls her banished spear, hoping grazing past her ear before plunging into the deck. The tremendous force of the near miss hit dissipates as the spear shaft vibrates violently. Truth is the complete opposite of what you believe. The name once belonged to me. Cut the crap. Get out of my sight. Another lightning bolt crashes down, illuminating Vera as she stands at the forefront. She seizes the moment to turn and shout to you. Get to the cockpit and reconnect the signal. I'll cover you. Copy that. You wait for a moment. You made for a moment of relative stability amid the ship's violent rocking, then bolted forward at full speed. Damn, okay. But the ascendant merely cast a pitying glance their way. I've seen too many struggles like this. If there were another way, I wouldn't have been forced to take such measures. Cease your futility, human. Lloyd emerges from the current of rain and lightning, his body marked with wounds from Vera's attacks. And these injuries don't hinder his movements in the slightest. What? The cone of rain falls around him as he tightly grips the sights, raising it high above his head. That's not good. Sever. Boom. Oh god, that ain't great. The sight's razor-sharp edge cleaves downward in the center of the ship's hull, causing seawater to violently gush through the newly formed breach. Oh no! In a split second, you take in your surroundings. Vera is leaping toward you with a tense face. With Hanif, realizing he's on his own in this chaos, has already firmly wrapped himself around a relatively sturdy pipe. Damn. Unfortunately, you realize you're the one who's most in danger. Vera! Reach out toward Vera. Splash. Oh god, that ain't great. Oh, fun, we fell. Nice. Oh boy. But it's too late. A violent rush of seawater engulfs you, dragging them down into the depths in one savage gulp. You are prepared to hold their breath, but the hetero creatures hiding beneath the ship have no intention of letting anyone escape. Oh, well, isn't that fun? As if following orders, they suppress their primal instincts and don't immediately tear you apart. They still shatter the blade you manage to draw. Damn. Another one latches onto your coat, frantically dragging you deeper into the depths. Bubbles escape from your mouth, floating upward, but the surface is no longer visible. Struggle upward. Your struggles grow weaker, visioning darkening under the waves, unable to hold it in any longer. You involuntarily gasp for air, but only bitter seawater floods into your lungs, your throat spasming as you reflexively try to cough. You're seconds away from drowning. Oh shit. Oh, well, that's not fun. Struggle upward. Gulp. You gradually stop struggling, suspended motionless in the water. Damn. Oh god. The final image flashing before their eyes is a chaotic cloud of bubbles descending from above, as if someone has plunged into the sea from the surface. Someone fends off the surrounding hetero creatures, then a cold hand firmly grasps your wrist. Oh damn, yo, okay. Damn, okay. Damn, alright. Wow, what an ending. Damn. Okay, damn. This story is getting crazy, bro. Jesus. But yeah, definitely a very interesting story so far, for sure. Yeah, oh my god. Whoa, for real, Celestial. Almost drowning. For real. Definitely drowning for real. Damn. But yeah, wow. Things are getting real crazy, but yeah. Definitely very, very interesting stuff, man. I'm really enjoying it. This story, but yeah. Definitely very interesting. For sure. But yeah. I think with that said, this is probably where we're going to end the story here for now. But yeah. Definitely very interesting story for sure. Definitely very, very intriguing. Very intriguing story so far for sure. I'm definitely very, very enjoying it. Yeah. Lots of going on in these last two nodes for real, Celestial. Agreed. But yeah. Yeah, a lot happening. Yeah, a lot happening. But yeah. I will be streaming again on Monday at 7 p.m. EST. We will be playing some more Genshin. We will be doing some more tribe quests. We'll be doing some more tribe quests. And yeah. I will be posting a stream schedule on my tomorrow as well. I will be posting a stream schedule tomorrow as well, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think with that said, that's all I really got to say. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed, please drop a like on the stream. Also, if you want to see more, be sure to drop a subscribe. Also, let me know what you thought of the stream down in the comments below. And thank you guys. And also, be sure to drop a follow as well. And also, let me know what you thought of the stream down in the comments below. And thank you guys again so much for tuning in. I'm understandable, be kind of people, and see you guys later.